Okay, so today on another exciting episode of PvZ Heroes, I am going to accomplish pretty much nothing. Oh, look how early these people are on, or I guess I'm assuming they're in the same time zone as me. He got pretty far as he was just 15 like last night. He must have been playing a lot. But no, I want to see if this guy gets to rank 50, and let's see how long we have left. It should start... I'm so confused by that. I said I'd go till the 15th, so I'll count it that way, but I'm curious to see when the season actually ends now. I'm so confused. Why wouldn't it be right now? It's around the 15th, and it always says season ends in X number of days. So I did win the last game there. I mean, it would feel wrong not to keep going if the season doesn't end, but I don't get it, and I'm not really making any progress. We're sort of just hard stuck here. Yeah, this is the buried alive segment of the playthrough where we get to consider that, you know, we know we've lost, but I'm still kind of trying. Because so many of these games, it's just like I could be doing everything fine, or I'm even very close to winning, and I just come up a little bit short. So I just get outvalued in the later stage. So that I don't care too much about. This is a full aggro deck. Again, just in principle, I'd like to get to rank 40 because that's really, really good. Or, you know, it would at least be some sort of vague sense of accomplishment. We can go here. I don't really care about the effect. I love when people start with multiple copies of the same card in their hand. Like, I'm not saying it doesn't happen organically, but like, what are the chances that that happens so often? Like when they have 4 of those fucking, whatever, they'll just have like too much of the same shit. Again, it's one thing for you to have it in your deck. And again, that's a card I always consider to be overrated. Like, unless they're going to draw into another million of them, right, immediately, which even if they do, it's still not even that good this early in the game. Like, the whole point here, well, that was kind of good that he absorbed all of that, but the point is, the likelihood of that really coming into play is pretty low, actually. Now, this turn is kind of weak because I almost don't even care to do anything because whatever he gets from that stupid ass egg is not going to be that big of a deal. And 3-2, okay, that's fine. It'll kill one of them. What will we do? Oh, fuck me. All this sort of AoE and removal is just way too strong sometimes. Like the stuff that destroys everything with like 2 or less attack or something. So it's like that was such a good board position that I could have gone off the back of to try to win, and oh shit, yeah, we salvaged it a little bit, but after that AoE it's pretty much over because I'm so far behind now that it almost doesn't matter what I even do, and that thing got excellent value from him for so long. Okay, we should do like maybe both of these, but the problem is if they just keep putting up resistance on the board, there's only so much I can do. Right, I'm gonna run out of shit eventually. This seems like a wasteful play because you don't have a good way to combo it together. You have this and you have this. And again, I might be forced to end up trading, or I guess I could go behind here even. Or no, this one doesn't have team up, even though it's in a position that without anything else on the board, it would have to have team up because like it's teaming up with its invisible friend here, like imaginary friend. This is like a, you know, a card game version of PTSD. A card that doesn't have team up is in a position as if it does have team up, like it can't get over the trauma of losing its buddy over there. It's sort of bugged out in a way, like it does that a lot. This is kind of fucked up. I could do this, I guess. See, it would be kind of worth it to save that, but the problem is there's nothing else I can do on top of that. But no, I mean, that 5 damage alone would be worth it. This is such a waste. Or you know what? Fuck everything. This is actually the right play to make. Or no, it does. I'm actually confused. Make one with team up, but this one doesn't have team up. So actually, this is like a bugged interaction. Just because it did have team up with the other one. It mentions team up, but I don't know. I feel like that's actually improper. Even though it's benefiting me, I'm actually cheating. I should get banned for this. That's why my account will really go away. So now this is a beautiful, perfect interaction because you get to... Which one would I rather get rid of even? I'm about to die, which I'm not really appreciating. I'll get the block meter from one of them. I'll survive one of them. Or you know what? That was actually maybe not the best decision either because I would have not absorbed that. But now, whether they pop the block meter, fuck me. I could have played this here in hindsight, but then I would have popped the block meter and died to that. So I guess, or no, I guess not, but I could have played it there, killed that, and then eaten one of the other thing. Okay, that's fine. But again, would I have won? Maybe I actually would have. That was close enough where I might have. Clearly, that's the difference. Like some minor little thing that you might play wrong once, but like clearly, on average, what we're having to go against is pretty hard here. I feel like it just got harder at this stage in the month too. Like people are sort of, I don't know, taking it a bit more seriously now. Like at the beginning of the month, it was at least a little smoother. Even when I was facing some of these matchups here and there, like some of the higher ranked matchups that you get, even unfairly. Yeah, the next PvZ game I should play is probably PvZ 2, which I wanted to do after beating the hard mode, but I guess I'll never fucking get around to actually doing that. So this is quite the interaction as well, because those are imps, obviously, because they're infinity. This reminds me like so much of Mimiron. Like these are the gnomes of this universe where, you know, I'm Mimiron and I created them in my image, and that makes a whole race of gnomes that go around and basically accomplish nothing because gnomes suck in that universe anyway. But so this you could take out with this little thing here. Would at least be good, or I guess I don't have to. This is +1 when another berry does damage. Conjure a berry. Doesn't really matter right now. See, let's see what this rank 41 has up their sleeve. And the sad part is, it's probably going to be too much for me to handle, or I should do this. Because it would finish off their board, and it would allow me to also play this on... Or no, I wouldn't. There's no need to really do it, though. Like, this would be probably pretty worth it. Doesn't really seem entirely worth it, but it's okay. But no, I have had a really bad habit in this whole playthrough of, like, trying to play too fast because... Oh shit, what an interaction. But does it really seem like I care that much because I've ignored that thing so long? Like, really, is that 7 damage gonna make the difference or what? Do you have I mean, I could have used the Conga zombie to kill that too, but I'd rather do maybe sometimes my placement isn't exactly right. Like if I have something higher attack, I should play it here on the off chance that, or whatever, like on the off chance that one will get absorbed by the block meter. But the problem is that you can never predict that because you could hit him with all 3 of these potentially, right? And it still doesn't have to trigger the block meter. Do 2 damage. I'll get rid of this even though I would have absorbed the block meter anyway. And thankfully that didn't save it, but that could have fucked me up. So see, he could be down to... Whatever, I could pop the block meter with this. I could do this. I mean, I could, you know, let's plan as if we're gonna do that, where let's just see what they summon. Or no, wait. Well, they'll probably use that effect, but either way, I wouldn't have been able to do it in time, and this would have just died anyway, but sometimes you can't play around stuff. Oh, shit. After combat and before combat, it also did that because of the effect. Doesn't really seem worth it, but if only the block meter was popped, I could have won that. Okay, at least it was not... At least it was not this one. Little Blueberry thinks it's Ragnaros over here. Fucking wannabe Ragnaros. Move a plant. Okay, fine. Wait, why would you move it there, though? Just to try to assume that you're going to kill that, but... Yeah, I love this. See, let's see how much you can fucking make quick work of this, because you'll summon a whole bunch of shit as potential targets. What a counterplay, but it's not really going to matter still, probably. Or it definitely doesn't matter because of that. Hit me in the face, please. Yes. Hide in the gravestone because it's not going to matter anyway. This could be a good little play to just surprise them, but it's not going to work. Like the way that we've been treated so far, they always have an answer for every fucking thing I do. Deal 6 damage to the zombie hero. So all you have to do is bounce this guy, but the problem is this effect could still fuck me over because it could kill that exact one. Okay, it doesn't. Alright, that was pretty expertly done, I guess, but it's like you got to assume like you know exactly what they're going to be using, but the problem with that is you don't know that because I don't know, like people say the meta is stale in this game, but it's not so stale because people are using like arbitrary random shit at times, kind of like what I'm using. Like imagine you could beat a rank 35 and I have no meta synergy at all in my decks. I might have some really good cards, but oh, here we go. I'm even saying that you could beat a rank 35, double your rank. And if it was me when I was doing that at the earlier stage of this playthrough, not much has changed, but like, you know, what an impressive win for this guy this would be, which would mean it should be an easy win for me, but everybody has that shit. You don't even get a proper trade in here value. Yeah, it does seem like it got somehow a bit harder here towards the end of the season, but like what is this? What is this opening that everybody ever in the history of the game not only has 2 of these in their deck, but has 2 of them in their starting hand and gets to play them on, like, what is that interaction? Why is that so common? I don't understand. And now you can be damn sure that even though they only have a few in there, they're going to get them, like, right now. They're already going to play it. Like, that is really fucking weird. Okay, this will at least be good value because you get to kill one of them. Kill the one in the water if you... Fuck. Because that would have stopped its attack there, too. I mean, I'm not saying it can't happen just with dumb luck proposition, but... Let's do it like this, and then we'll threaten to take out that, as if I should even worry about that, but I guess I have to. Transforming a copy of a plant. I'm not even going to worry about it. I'm just going to go fucking face. Because, again, it shouldn't come down to that because you're almost dead, and if I don't win, like, within the next turn now, it's not going to matter anyway. Or at least that will help to trade in. Sometimes these things can fuck you over, though, because you restrict your own space of what you can play to the extent that that can potentially be bad for you. See, like, now you can't do anything either, but you would think the bullseye alone here could fuck him over if... Okay, dude. And I would have said, oh, I can just do this, but... Bro, what are the fucking interactions that are transpiring in the game? Like, what are they right now? Like, what the fuck is that? It still doesn't matter, I guess, because you could, like... Well, no, you should still win. But, like, what is that fucking play? I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but, like... He's a rank 17, though. Like, assuming that that's really... I don't know. Wait, what? Wait. Isn't he bullseye? Oh, because he no longer... Okay, dude. Because he no longer has bullseye, I guess. I don't... Then it wouldn't have killed him, even if it didn't, though. That's the whole problem. For some reason, I thought he was bullseye no matter what. And then he also gave that effect to everybody else who's 2 or less. I'm obviously going to lose now because you just can't do anything. It's so fucking dumb, bro. Yeah, just a double star fruit play on fucking turn whatever the fuck. Like, who cares, man? He's obviously just going to keep dealing with it. Like, why do I even bother here? This is obviously one of my favorite cards that I don't have. I like that. Yesterday, somebody asked me, what's your favorite card? And then I just sort of made a tier list about it. You know, I just sort of went through. That's kind of like my final recap. I'm feeling kind of lazy about this whole thing now because I sort of accept my defeat. So, like, I don't know what to expect. Like, bro, what the fuck do you want me to get? It's so fucking dumb. This might catch them off guard because it'll potentially provide lethal. I don't know. Like, you want it to appear in one of these 2 lanes, but clearly they're going to have an answer for it anyway, and he's just going to kill me with that. That is so fucking dumb. That's like the typical game where I keep talking about, like, I'm about to win. Clearly, I just must have made a mistake that would have made the difference, but I don't understand, because when you do that double star fruit shit, at least these are enjoyable, epic kind of games that we're seeing, but I'm not entirely happy about it. Like, that is fucked up, bro. I mean, at least we're facing consistently higher ranked player, even though I just didn't, but whatever, dude. You know, then you could at least explain it that way. Like, even though the matchmaking is totally fucked up, you're still sort of pseudo more likely to face higher ranked players at a higher rank, even if, you know, it's just maybe more common, or maybe just there's more people who are at these ranks because it's towards the end of the month. So this bro really thinks he's going to get to rank 50, but end of the season, I mean. Dude, it's the 14th, isn't it? Like, how could it not be where the season's over? I don't get it. I did specifically say the date, though. Like, oh, I'll do it from September 15th to October 15th, but I guess I said this season, so maybe I'll still succeed. If it doesn't reset, I mean, I'm so confused as to why it works that way. Or there'll be like some exception. Oh, now they're changing it because they're going to release a new expansion. So it coincidentally, in a serendipity's moment, is going to make it so that for the first time ever, there's going to be a season that'll last more than 1 month. And I totally didn't know that. And I don't know. -2, which means that will also die. Means I can do this. Or wait. Wait, but that's Leafy. I thought that's what that card meant. We can do this one as well, which would be very nice if I could. This is smash damage 1. Okay, I don't really care about that. I just want that interaction while I can still get it, because then I won't be able to get it later, so that's fine. And this will at least get 4 damage in, or potentially pop the meter, which actually I probably would have preferred that. So what do we have here? You're gonna have 5, so you can do like this plus maybe the berry blast, or it would be cool to take it out with the splash damage, but I don't know exactly how. Oh, for fuck's sake. Now this will succeed in both killing. Oh, it's like the hierarchy of the, well, it's actually still okay, but it would have pulled that there and then killed that, so it would have succeeded in blocking both of them, or dealing with both of them. But I didn't realize. See, that is like a next level deeper interaction where they both have hunt, but they all have hunt, but because that one's already had something there, or whatever, like, it's just a hierarchy of left to right, a hunt meter, like whoever goes first. But it's kind of weird. You gotta bait something and play it out differently, but maybe I'll just go like this, and it's actually kind of bad in a way because it'll be like, you know, it'll kill it and then it'll destroy the one next to it. So I'm getting hard countered with Snake in the Grass, but it'll happen after. Like, I'll at least have a turn to try to deal with it. My block meter will save me. This thing will summon. And I would have to have a way to deal with that, which I really don't. Gargantuars cost 2 less. I should probably hope that I get something really good from this. So that would almost kill you right there on its own. The problem is this is going to wreck my whole existence. Oh, of course. So what? I should have played it in the opposite way. Like I should have played that first and then played that there. But it would have still gone back and forth. I could effectively kill that, or I could kill this and get the 3 damage in, because clearly that's the priority. Because it would have traded in, but it would have still done the same thing. Whatever, dude. I'm almost sort of throwing a little bit here where I almost don't care. I'm so confused. Like, how is this season? I guess I could look it up for once, but I never look up anything. This is going to be the Yeti. Whatever. For all intents and purposes, I failed. I said I would have about a month to do it, so pretty much tomorrow should be the last day, even though I don't understand what's happening. Like, why build your season high? You can't. Seasons run for several months, but do they? Like, what do you mean, dude? They've never done that before, as far as I can remember. I genuinely don't get it. You know what? Maybe I should look it up, because I just want to know now. Like, what the fuck is going on? I don't know where exactly I'd find this. Plants versus Zombies, Heroes, Wikipedia or something. Like, what season are we at right now? As if there'd be that much data on this game in the first place. Season... Season end dates. How long do seasons last in PvZ Heroes? 5 weeks. Oh, maybe I'm just under a wrong... Oh, shit. Maybe then I would have had more motivation to potentially do it. Well... January 2021. It's saying 5 weeks. Is there any sort of feedback that would... I have no idea. Beastly Guardian, this is like the whole history of the thing. But there's no update really to go along with it. It should just say it in a general sense, but maybe it'll last like a week longer than I would have thought. So maybe I can do it. Oh god, now I'm gonna end up playing this like even fucking longer than I was expecting to. Which might seem like, oh, that means I'm not enjoying it, but it is a bit much, and fuck, if I'd known that, I guess I would have maybe taken it a bit more seriously here, but I only have so much fucking time to do this anyway. So apparently that would mean that maybe I have a whole nother week left. Instead of just a month, it's like 5 weeks, which I don't feel like that's really true, but I don't know. Like, based on my whole past experience, I don't really... Okay, what a great mulligan. Even though, I mean, this is kind of a slower paced deck anyway. Well, now I feel like I should have actually done it for real, because that gives me extra time, but... So I guess it'll be like the 22nd, and oh god. I was not expecting that. Maybe I'll do other categories anyway, but... I was trying to give this the full commitment, but it just didn't help. Like, can I get 15 ranks now within a week, even though I've been at rank 35 for basically the past fucking week? So, what else can I really do, man? So you could actually do that. So we're trying to just slow pace this to try to keep this fucker alive. But I wouldn't normally care that much. I would just say I don't have a choice because you have, of course, I have no minions in this deck. I'll do it again here too. I have no minions in this deck that actually exists, like fucking below 4 cost. Or even 5 cost. The whole fucking point of this fucking game is to play a minion on the fucking board. If I can ever get one. Move the zombie, but of course, dude, this guy is getting cucked in a way that you've never seen. Like, even when I finally get something I can play by turn 5, I don't get something that I can play on there because, of course, it's a gravestone. Like, I like the story behind this guy, though. He was apparently a 6/6/6, and they just kept buffing him for seemingly no reason, even. You know, just to avoid the satanic number, but then it seems sort of an unnecessary buff, even though as much as I like him. I didn't really need to do that, but I don't know, I'm not going to have time to play it now because this shit is all over the place. Well, actually, that's going to be frozen into this turn, too, so for some reason I feel like ignoring it. It seems kind of dumb, but... +5/+5, but are you gonna actually summon something or what? Why would you do that if... Bounce random zombie. Okay, dude, okay. Like, you would think you would put it there and just try to deal with this. It's very ballsy play to play like this. Which probably tells me that they have like a million answers for everything. I'll still try to keep doing that. Like, I don't care what he's doing. I don't care even if you deal with that. I'm posing lethal in 2 ways, I guess, between these two and that. So you'd have to deal with this. Like, why not play something on here then? You must have a okay. Okay, dude. Okay. What the fuck is that? Ah, yes, of course. I should have seen that coming, but there really wasn't anything I could do about it. Even if I did. Look, this guy's just suspended in death animation, too. He's not even fucking... Like, he's just staying there. Okay, we got the little disco ball thing we can do. Which I crowned, like, my favorite card in the whole game. Even though I like, you know, Badman Rising is up there. I guess you could just pick one for each side. My favorite plant card in the game, at least that I have, is the... Mirror Nut. My favorite zombie card that I have is the Badman Rising, and not just because it has BM in the name, because I'm a degenerate BMer, even though sometimes it'll seem like I'm BMing people in games, but it's actually just a case of it's a case where you're able to do, what the fuck? It's more like I'm just trying to do some sort of cool or fun interaction. It's not like I'm actually going to get anything else out of it. So even as much as I don't want to do this interaction, I don't have a choice because, like, I can't do anything else. That is fucking sad, though. So I get even an extra week from what I thought I was going to get. And of course, I don't want to make that stronger, but I also can't do anything about it, like, seemingly ever. I'm going to have to use this shit on there, I guess. Or this could be okay, I guess. Yeah, this guy is typically pretty good value. I do like it. Yeah, that's just of the cards that I have. It's hard to say unless I've gotten a chance to use them. I like what the Octo Zombie is all about. I like a lot of other things. And I would say, oh, I should play that there to protect it, but then that'll become too strong, so I won't even be able to kill it. I'm really not making much progress, but that's at least a good lesson that you should never give up. I was sort of mentally resigning it, but now, oh, I have another whole week to do it, potentially. I'm assuming that's correct. So like it says, they last 5 weeks. Even though, I don't know, the description says, oh, it can last several months. That's like the first thing I've looked up in this game, but so I'll just extend it that long at least. Like, I didn't know exactly how long the season lasts, so should almost do the conjuration effect, but that's pretty good too. Okay, that's too bad, but their hand is always drying out a bit. So much of it just comes down to some stupid RNG here too, where I get to, you know, if I get something really good from this, even if I destroy that, the effect is already there, like, the damage is done. Alright, we have a couple pair of nuts there just to defend everything. Their expression is so blank too and weird. They do a little smile or something. Works well with others, says so right there on his resume. That might be even the same flavor text from the fucking... Did they recycle some flavor text from actual PvZ itself? You might say they're entitled to do it. Of course, it's the same series, but not necessarily because... Oh, I should have... Or no, that's already buffed. So we should get a decent amount of damage here. I'm still gonna end up losing. Like, what's so deflating is so many of these games, it feels like I'm winning and you know, they should have no chance, but we're getting into the phase where they keep making these epic comebacks routinely just by outvaluing me or having like crazy interactions or something of the sort, which is a little bit annoying. Yeah, I'd have to do like some crazy long sessions to try to compensate for whatever I have going on here, but that's still not going to kill me. But now I'm going to be too low. What it teaches you is you got to go meta or go home, because if you don't use a meta deck, you're just fucked and you can't do anything. So the reality is that if I use this, it's not going to kill him, and I'll get killed by either one of those. So unless there's some interaction I'm missing, oh, I should just like, I should just do it like this, where, but this has frenzy too, doesn't it? Or wait. I don't know what's going on, but I'll get him down to 4, but then I'm just dead. Why did these have frenzy? What did I miss? He played something earlier that I just forgot. A lot of these are just mathematically impossible to win at some point. Okay, we'll go here. Nobody's having like really a signature moment anymore. We had like good stretches, you know, we would kind of alternate. This one episode, Infinity had a good stretch. Then, you know, everybody would always have their moment to try to get me one rank. We'd go on like one good win streak with somebody different every time, so they'd all have a chance to shine. But instead, we get fucked over by the fact that... Alright, that's always good. So if that can stick around, it'd be good. Of course not. Fuck me. Holy shit, dude. You could say it's bad for the rhythm. Like, oh, you know, you should just play the same one over and over. Whether it be because, oh, you'll get better with it or something, but... Clearly, that's a non-issue for me. I'm probably already the best with everything, but... It's just a case where... I don't know. You're not really even trying to play aggro here too much. It's just pretty standard. But at some point you do have to make that decision, because if you don't do it, then, you know, you're not going to win in the long game necessarily. I feel like I am doing something wrong though. Like I started to sort of give up in a way that maybe is stupid. Wait, this will at least be a good trade. +2, okay, even that's fine, because why the fuck are you showing me that? That's never happened before while playing the game. It happens when I open this shit sometimes. And you might question, why do I even have those chess games on here, like when I could just play chess normally? But it's because I was doing like some mobile game permadeath gauntlet with chess games. Okay, this is fine, I guess. And this will trade in still. This will be fine. Okay, that's actually fine. It'll actually get through all of that and still, fuck. I always expect people to not have exactly what they have or exactly what they need. It'll still get through both of them, like it'll trade both, or wait, it would, oh no, it's fine. Even here it's like, oh, this is a good position for me because they only have 2 cards left, so now I should be able to outvalue them in the late game. But the problem is that you don't have that ability because my deck is still not quite good enough for that. This will be good for here because it'll only take a certain amount, but you have the ability to what is so professional about him? I don't even get it. A guy just wearing a bucket? Like what is that occupation? I wish I could do that. It'll probably explain it in the flavor text. Why a bucket in this economy, why not? Or like he catches fish in his bucket and sells them or something? I don't fucking know. What is so professional about that? So you can go here, I guess. I don't know what's happening. So that fucking thing is gonna stay alive forever, by the way. And you know, look how late we are into the game too. Right, that if you can get to around turn 10, it's like, oh, I should totally win a game like this. That's the whole point of a deck like this, but I don't have like that late game finisher sort of play or epic win condition that you need. Which with the Smash, I'm not even sure exactly what that is. Just a lot of other big garganturas and stuff. But if I had Badman Rising in here, that'd be perfect. Or, you know, something similar. But there is nothing similar because this game only has so many cards. So it's kind of dumb, but this is going to be a problem too because I can't really deal with that. See, that's exactly what we would need, but I don't really have a play like that. Or I guess I have a couple of the nurses and whatever, that deep sea gargantua, but it doesn't matter because of the simple fact that, or no, that was a waste because it was gonna die. You know, would that have made the difference in the game? Because it doesn't seem like it. I'm playing against -2, like what the fuck, dude? They would have been down to the same amount actually, but and just when you think, oh, they're gonna burn out of value, it just doesn't happen anymore. Okay, that one didn't really seem like you could do very much about it at all. This is so fucked up. Like, I can't do anything all of a sudden. Why is it so different? I've faced higher matchups before. I guess I'm just facing them more often or something. Let's just do Green Shadow, Badman Rising. That's typically what I've done, and then I end off right before the aggro decks. But no, I was totally beating people like this before. Maybe not consistently, but... And this deck is kind of bad, actually, but... It's one of those, like, oh, if you get the synergy with this, it really... You know, you get off to the races very quickly and sort of ramp it up, but... It doesn't mean that... You know, maybe there's a temptation to do that, because I can protect it now with this. if they don't deal with it right away. Which it seems almost like a waste. Fuck me. It might have one attack though. Okay, fine. What you have now is the simple ability to potentially get rid of that. I don't even feel the need to really though. Or it'll do a bonus attack when an wait, isn't that? When environment is played, this does a bonus attack, but it's a contradiction because it would have done the bonus attack with 0 attack, so they don't do the animation then because, right, it's like, it would have hit me for 0. I mean, I guess you could do that. We are trying to play sort of for the mid-range, but honestly, I don't even care because that just kind of takes up space, so who, you know, unless he buffs it or does something again, it's kind of useless. You have the ability to do this, but he's not going to play anything, or maybe he will. Fuck off. Makes it feel like a waste because I don't know. All feels kind of pointless. I want to actually get the value out of some of these interactions, but everybody loves that stupid Dentures card, but I don't really think too highly of it because it always does that awkward amount of damage that's not quite enough. You play a science card, transform when destroyed. Okay, let's go ahead, flip something back. Okay, that's not a big deal. We could flip one and freeze one. And so that's pretty good, but I'm not really getting the... But again, all we're trying to do is last till turn 8 and play Dark Matter Dragonfruit, and then we could potentially win. But a number of games I do that, and I still don't win, which is weird. Yeah, I won't say I'm necessarily bored of this, but I would say I'm sort of burned out of it, that I just can't quite do what I need to do. I had a stretch where I felt like I was playing really well too, but it's just like it probably just wasn't enough. Or it was enough to get me this far, but now I'm just sort of hard stuck. All you need is like a good streak once in a while, but I haven't had that now lately. In about a week at least, probably. I'm pretty sure I've been stuck at rank 35 for like a week. So see, my board position is pretty good, so if I get Dark Matter Dragonfruit now, I should just win, but now he's gonna summon the other, or no, that's fine. But now I'm not gonna get it when I need it, so now I get fucked because they're gonna have all the big shit out here. You could do that as like a surprise finisher play, that if I get them low enough now, 5, 6, 7, 8. In fact, it would have already happened this turn. Well, no, but the block meter is gonna fuck me over. Okay, that's fine. In fact, it won't have to be a surprise finisher play, but it could just be a assuming they don't have something more, which they do have 0 brains, but they'll still come up with something out of their ass. So that should be the perfect lethal play. But again, I got sort of unlucky there too, because, you know, now they'll still get something from the block meter itself to save them that they can play for free, because the game is fucking bugged that it lets you always play those superpowers for less than their cost as soon as you get them, which really doesn't make sense. But yeah, this will be the first time I like do a weekly quest within a day. Or I mean, I guess I've been doing it this whole month, but yeah, we got to pick on these Chinese bots or whoever they are that we see so many people from China, or with at least names written in Chinese characters. So we'll keep the Dark Matter Dragonfruit. I'll actually keep everything. Fuck it. This couldn't possibly backfire. But I guess we just have all like top heavy, you know, decks with all the most expensive cards in the game, even though I barely have that many high cost cards. But I just am getting fucked on the mulligan every time. I'll just do it because I don't care. I would have rather it been the other one though. On life of the party, this is literally Ben Shapiro. Okay, we just got to trade in and play it safe, get to turn 8, and then I still am not necessarily going to win. You know, we've seen so many crazy synergies and interactions that are like, you know, just over the top, and you could say to some extent like, oh, they're lucky interactions or something, but I don't know. That would be good to try to finish him off, but nothing here is really working for me. You could do that, but it's kind of a waste of the effect, but I mean, it's still... We're just doing it just to trade in anyway. Okay, dude, okay. You always got to prioritize stuff that doesn't have strike through, I guess, because at least you're saving yourself some damage then. We can wait. And that'll be a good synergy with this, but... Let's just do it like this, where we get to freeze fucking both of them. Just because they're putting on weight. Oh, what a perfect thing to get. See, that's a lucky, crazy interaction. I'd be mad if this happened to me on the other side, but they're still gonna have an answer for it. Yeah, I get more bots in my chat. I see more bots in this game than I do in my fucking chat. Advertising for whatever. The joke's on them because I get to fucking get so many viewers that come in and try to tell me to buy viewers that I don't need any viewers. Yeah, that didn't even fucking help them much at all. So now the real goal is just to get to the turn 8, where, you know, what a crazy broken interaction that we got, because fuck it. Or that would have been potentially lethal, but then who knows about the block meter and who knows about anything else. Like, let's see if the second hit will get blocked or not. Yep, fuck me. It's not even consistent because it's like, I don't know, it's just random obviously what you get from that. Now we should probably win this because of the simple fact that you get to have Dark Matter Dragon Fruit, or you won't even end up playing it because you can do this as a finisher. Is he gonna have some sort of OTK combo? Because, okay, is this the beginning of a streak that's gonna get me to rank 35 or 36? Because I highly doubt it, but let's give it a shot. I mean, just to make some semblance of progress finally in my life, I would like to do this. Or, you know, what if I happen to face somebody on my friends list on the ladder just by sheer chance? It could happen because maybe we like play a game against each other and then we sort of immediately queue up at the same time afterwards. And again, the rank that you're at barely even matters for that effect. Yeah, this is a great interaction if you can actually get it. And the reason why is because it can just ramp up so hard. And so hopefully they don't deal with it right away, but they do. Holy shit. I mean, I guess I'll do this to try to counter what they're doing. The whole goal with this is to last as long as possible. You can play zombie when it's time for tricks. I almost don't even care about that too much. It's just, I don't want to do this, but I guess I will, because I'm just not going to not play anything. That's one of my rules. Like, you can't just not play something for a whole turn unless you have like a really top tier deck that allows you to get away with that. But, you know, I'm not going to have a chance. So we'll go ahead, we'll ignore what they're doing a little bit because the value of this could be potentially too great to ignore. But it's not like they can't deal with it. Fuck off. Just freeze a whole bunch of shit here, I guess, in general. Even though it would have been frozen anyway, so we can kind of stun lock them now because it'll be frozen next turn from this. And then just, you know, if you keep it in a lane like that. You could buff this fucker, or you could try to do it like this, where you get a little extra value from that. But no, this should actually be stun locked, right? This is how this sort of interaction would work. If you can survive the first hit, right, with an icy thing in the lane, you are able to keep him stun locked forever. So it doesn't matter what that is. It could be a 50-50, but because I froze it this first turn with the stun, then, you know... Yeah, I'm pretty much dead before I get the chance to do anything with this, so fuck it. Like, I can't do anything, bro. We still could get saved by the block meter next turn, so I shouldn't give up. But... Or no, it'll still be right now. I rarely see that, actually. We could block this, we could do this, and then we could do this, and then we could do this. That always works out a little bit. That play has 0 this turn, that's fine. Couldn't really have played around that, though. Alright, let's do something with Badman Rising over here. It's tough. I mean, it's just a tough win ratio that we have to deal with, because whatever I do, I'm going to get screwed by the fact that, you know, it's just too much. I'll just play one game here regardless whether I win or lose, so we do get the crazy combo here already. The Badman Rising plus the... You know, the fucking Rain Vendor, but the problem is I always hate waiting that long to play it. I'd rather just do it as soon as I can, just to get better, you know, board presence. And see, even having 2 Badman Risings, that's a good problem to have, because I don't care. I'd rather still just do it. But this is meant to be actually an aggro deck, though. Now I changed it, where I'll play it like aggro, and then if I have enough stuff out there, so be it. For Badman Rising, if I don't, I don't. Because even when I was trying to play it the other way, and I kind of had built it a little bit differently, like to try to last out and win on the board and trade in and stuff, that wasn't really working either, so fuck it. You go here, and then you can play the dude, the cowboy, next turn, and that I should maybe use to try to trade a little bit, but this is okay. Fuck. That card is pretty crazy. You know, I just can't recover from that, and so I just lose. Or this could maybe single-handedly let me recover, but if you do the bonus attack, it would initiate the whole sequence, wouldn't it? Or no, I guess it would just move, and then it would attack later on. So at least this will kill nothing, really. You know, I just do that for the card draw. So clearly I lose at least on my aggro level of what I was trying to do, because I can't even fucking play the game. Now you won't really get a chance to play Badman Rising because you won't have anything out there. That's the real problem. You have the ability to... Oh, fuck me. Move zombie does a bonus attack. It's effectively the same thing that we're gonna have here. So we could have like one thing out there, and that might even be good enough to help recover, but it doesn't mean anything. You could get Zombot, just something that creates somebody else too, just some good effect, right? Like clearly, or we could top deck a brain vendor here. Or wait, what? Wait, I wasn't even looking at my health, I guess. Whatever, dude. Fucking stupid. We at least had a little good mini win streak with Green Shadow. Right, 21, not bad. Let's see if this guy ever, you know, he has at least he's made pretty good progress though. If there is a whole nother week left, which I never knew that. I swear it was always around the 15th. Because that would mean it would keep changing. Then 1 month it'll be the 22nd. Then 1 month it'll be 1 month it'll be the 29th. Then 1 month it'll be like the 6th or whatever. That's really weird. But I don't know. I can't really fucking make any progress right now. Do tomorrow. Okay, so today in what is going to be undeniably another underwhelming episode of this fucking series before it ends, we have about a week left, I think. Yeah. See here, it finally tells you. So I have 5 days and 16 hours. I don't know why they do it like that. So it's not exactly a month. It's like 5 weeks. I had no idea about that the whole playthrough somehow. Rank 48. Look at him even struggling though. Right, it's good. Or no, wait, that's somebody else. Wait, who was that? Oh no, he was like 40 something already. I thought it was this guy who was like hovering around there. So like that's the big question. Is he gonna get from 47 to 50 in this amount of time? Like, again, the biggest thing that just pisses me off is that it feels like I could almost do it, but here's what I'll do. I made the ice deck hybrid for this. I made something for Wall Knight, right? I've like all these decks I've made sort of new. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Right, so just to show like at least we may as well go down swinging with something new. So I mean, I made that maybe at the beginning of the challenge, but I don't think I've made one for the aggro deck. So let me just do that right now. I'll make one for every single other one, right, that I haven't made recently. So I made Super Brains, more of an aggro deck. I think I made the Smash, right? If it's numbered like that, I must have. Brain Freeze even, I'm pretty sure I did. I don't know. So it doesn't make sense because I just got Brain Freeze like literally so recently that doesn't even feel necessary. Super Brains we did, the Smash we did. So I'll do Infinity, I'll do Combustible, and I'll do the other fucker, Combustible, Solar Flare, and Infinity right now. So let's do like 2 of those, 1 of those. This guy's really good. This thing I don't really like, but just maybe to get rid of their stuff. This is meant to be a full-on hardcore aggro type of deck. This thing is sort of a little overrated, I feel, but when did I even get it? Like, how is it new? New since what? Like, I haven't opened anything. Where did all this stuff come from then? Like, how the fuck is that new? I've had that forever. What the fuck are you talking about? I guess I just haven't made a deck with him for a long time, or like that's in my other. I don't get it. That's kind of pointless too because I don't really care. I don't know. Like, you gotta have a lot of low cost cards, so I can't really complain that, oh, I have too many, but I don't know. Like, let me see where this is actually going. That one I kind of question as far as the environment a little bit. Zombies here get +2. I mean, that's okay. I don't know. I highly doubt I would want that. Actually, I don't want it. This thing I tend to get actually pretty good value out of. I just have like way too many low cost cards where it becomes kind of a joke. I do like the ones that sort of summon more stuff though. That one seems okay, but it's really not because it's just not strong enough. You know, fuck, let me go against my better instinct and just try it though. Maybe I'm underestimating certain things, but Some of these cards just seem way too slow. Now this has anti-hero like 4, right? So quest complete. What do you mean quest complete? Wait, what? What are you talking about? Craft? Is it bugging out or something? I'm so confused. So did I just break my no crafting rod? Like, I have enough of them or it wouldn't matter, but I don't get what the fuck is happening. Okay. I don't even bother having the removal or anything in here. Like, what am I using? Like a different version of the game? Like, why? It doesn't look like that normally. What is happening? There must have been like some update or something. Am I using like a different version of this or something? Everything looks different. We have 43. Like, I'm kind of doing it like how I do my magic deck sometimes, where it's like a 1 copy of each thing deck, like, which doesn't have to be a hard rule, but wait, this guy's a healer, right? Or no, he does 3 damage. I don't know why I think of him as like a medic. I don't really like that one anyway, so we'll go with that. But no, I'm so confused. Like, what just happened with that? What the fuck did I just do? Very angry. Like, by simply clicking on it, it automatically just did it. Which kind of bothers me, but it doesn't really matter. A hot dog, tap it in the collection screen. But, like, pretend I was doing that. Okay, look at the hot dog. Right, what would I... It doesn't mean it should automatically fucking make it. Yeah, I'm so confused. Okay, the point is... Let's do combustible and solar flare. These are going to end up being worse than what I actually have, but I don't care. I've never made a combustible deck, you know, ever since I first made them. Like, obviously I change it around actively, but this is good. This is good. I'll try to go for the 1 copy element, like where I have 1 of each thing. I feel like I've been using this, but I'm not entirely convinced by its usefulness. This ends up being actually very useful. The I feel like I don't actually use this. This I just got, and I don't even really like it, but I'll try it. I'm sort of just trying new stuff just for the fuck of it. That's kind of important because of the conjuration. This can be good. This one I'm not a big fan of, but I feel like I always have 2 of those. Let me try to actually do that. We'll do a 1 of each copy thing, just maybe for the novelty of it. Even if some things you'd really want more. That is only sparingly good. The repeater. In fact, often it's not very good. This one I really don't remember even getting. And this one I don't really like. I've seen a lot of people use it, but we'll do this for the heist. We'll do this for the AoE. We'll do this for the face damage. We'll do this just because. That one I don't even like. That one's garbage. This is okay. Like, look at the amount of choices I actually have, though. Like, fuck. You know, like, I just have 1 of every card in my collection for that class because I only have so much room. So, do I have an adequate number of 1 cost? And the answer is yes, I do. Is there something really good here that I could double up on? And the answer is... I guess I could do that. I guess I could do that. I kind of want to keep it consistent with that whole idea of not really having... I don't know. Not really having doubles, but there's no way that I can do that because it's going to be all shitty otherwise. We have the poison oak. We have that. This I tend to have multiple copies of. What is something that's just really good value? Like this, the team up is always good. The buffing is always good. This thing is pretty good value, even though it's not really that good. Alright, we'll do that. We'll do solar flare and then we'll just play. Although I keep forgetting actually what I just played as last. Especially when you go to... Whoops. Especially when you go to make a new one, then it fucks up what was last selected, basically. So this is going to be very similar. This thing is good. That I'm not even going to use. This thing is, if you use OE6 Sun, it's effectively the same purpose for those two. This thing can be okay. This is very important. You know, I get so many lethal opportunities or whatever because of Berry Blast. I'll get like a double, triple Berry Blast crazy combo. Look at that. Look at that. I didn't do it. I just clicked info. Like, what the fuck, man? It doesn't matter because I'm only using one of them anyway, but fucking stupid ass shitty game for little fucking kids. Like, if I want to craft it, I'll craft it. What the fuck is wrong with this game? Make me feel like I'm cheating my own format or some shit. Literally forced me to non-consensually craft something. Which, again, that would actually be disturbing or confusing if I never really used this. It would be disturbing if you were able to, I don't know. If it was something like I didn't have so many copies of. The thing is, I'm not going to have enough room for any of this shit. Or I'm going to have like too many things here. This thing actually tends to be pretty good value. The little fucker over there. Okay, we like to team up. Heartachoke ends up being fucking completely useless. I don't even care about it. There's something else that I really want. I guess I could go with something for the conjuration aspect. Go with that. Not really too excited about this, but let's see what we can do. We can do the still rank 35. We got 5 days left. We got something bugging out with my game that like there maybe was some sort of update, but I didn't even have to download anything. And so I can't figure out why it's everything seems a little different, even visually. That shows you how well I know this game, which I probably should by now. Yeah, so let's see what I played yesterday at the end. I always forget. We played as Super Brains and somebody else. Green Shadow Super Brains. Oh yeah, that's how I normally like to end off, but I'm not always true to that. Where I get to do so I do Green Shadow Super Brains, then we do Combustible. No, we do Solar Flare, Infinity, then Combustible. And of course these are the new ones that we just sort of made, which are going to be about the same as what I'm using typically, or maybe even a little shittier. But, you know, it's not like I was making progress anyway, so I really just wish I would get to Taco rank 40 at least, despite my difficulty here. Like, I've just not played a very sufficient amount to try to do this, but I wouldn't have thought that would be an issue when I'm doing it every single day. But simply doing it every day isn't enough. When I'm only doing it for like an hour, I have to do it like fucking 3 hours a day or more, which is going to make my magic attempt to do this a lot shittier too. That makes it seem like a real waste too, the fact that it only popped the block meter. But it's one of those like dead turn plays that I can't accept. I cannot accept with this aggro deck pace that I have to play at a turn where I just don't do anything. That's not acceptable. Right? You have to play something every turn. If you don't, you may as well just fucking resign on the spot, because it's just not going to work. Now, you would wish you had a preferable option above that where you don't have to do a Berry Blast to the face, meaning you would have something better, but that might require just a better deck or something. You know, maybe I should have a couple lower cost cards. It is weird how often that happens to me. Okay, that card is basically just forget it, dude. Just uninstall the game, just forget it. Like, and I've seen that so many times. Like, there's nothing I can do about stuff like that. It's over. As soon as you play that, it's over. I give up. There's just nothing you can do. Like, now I have to be the aggressor and I have to go face, but You won't even let me have the satisfaction. Yeah, this game really makes it seem like, oh, I'm a fan of aggro decks or something, which I'm typically not, but they have been really good, or at least this stage of the playthrough has been like that. So you'd go here and try to trade in, but I really don't see a path here unless he sort of burns out, and I don't know. That's kind of a good interplay though between those two, just the commitment to the buffery of this guy and the... But he's so expensive. Like, he's a good effect, but it's kind of not worth it. It's too slow, even though he's outpacing me as an aggro deck. But again, that one card is such a hard counter to aggro to the point where you just can't do anything about it. I don't even care about the flag guys as much. So what you have is a simple ability that you're going to get fucked here, and there's nothing I can really do about it. Well, at least then I could have killed 2 of these, but we killed the stupid shitty raw zombie that I always make fun of. You get like your little you'll get like your little fucking block meter here. So again, if you have that card, I can't beat you. It's just that simple. That little spray can. Yeah, for the first time I've actually gotten event cards from tickets, like this whole month. Right, I got the Scaredy Cat. I'm assuming that's how I got them. Just because I've never played this much before, so that is kind of a cool thing, that if you play this regularly, which I'm sure a lot of people do, who have told me that too over time, like, oh, don't waste your gems on the event card, but I never played long enough to, you know, to ever take advantage of that. It must be like from the 10 times hero. I guess I didn't really think of it as just by playing games on the ladder that you'll get it. I thought you had to play that other mode. You know, is that the bug that I'm gonna have to exploit that bug and win because of that? Where that happens to me sometimes too, but it hasn't happened in a while. Like, why would a rank 41 resign? Is it just like a bad matchup? Do you just know how good I am at card games? Like, what is it, dude? Do you feel bad for my failed challenge? I'm getting bullied by lower rank players at times here, which is surprising, but we got a 2/3/3. I don't even like that card. In fact, that card shouldn't even be in here, all things considered. That this one, or even this one too, like, it's just too slow. You might think, oh, it does 2 damage, but it's just too slow. You need like high attack value after high attack value. Just go all in. Bro put his phone number as his fucking username over here. I arguably should do the other fucker, but I'll try to do it on a curve play if I can like do that plus something else. Yeah, everybody seems to be a big fan of Chompzilla just in general. That was a big recommendation of what heroes I should get if I get one, which I only have gotten 2 total, one for each. It's too slow of a play, like you don't want to do it. So maybe I missed the chance that I should have played that earlier and it sort of becomes a priority target. But the reality is that now this could be really good because I'll kill that potentially. Kill the bean, fuck you. Alright, that's a good turn. Just fill up the board. This is what you always got to do here. And unfortunately, some of these effects are not really doing it for me, though. You know, he's ghosting this guy, so he must have... Okay. Yeah, so he must have a way to remove it. Now, this will come through a little bit. But he'll successfully clean this up pretty well. That 2 damage could add up, but I'm just not convinced by it, or I could buff it with some other purpose here. You go here, try to get a couple hits in with the strike through. It's just very curve based, like how I play, or how these decks are going to inevitably be. Just do what you can do with what you can afford, and if you can't do it, now you could guess what 3-cost card he potentially got, and I don't know what it's going to be. So this guy's going to die there anyway. but I'll do it anyway because I'm a clown. So it should hit you effectively for 12, which it could do, but oh no. It would have too, potentially, if the other guy didn't trigger. Fuck. If this clown didn't fuck me over. Literal clown. This is literally me in the game. Like, what the fuck, dude? That's what I sometimes call myself or use as a joke in chess. Like, you're not a king, you're a royal jester. You're like some kind of a... I don't know, like when the usurper takes over the throne, you're not really worthy of being a king. So the thing is, here, I'm pretty much guaranteed to lose. And it's weird because they're playing with a little bit of pace too. They're not really, you know, they're kind of going face too. So all you would need to do is get like one good hit in because you can finish them off with this, and I'm just not getting the chance. So if you could, even if you kill this, I could still use it as a trigger for that. And with this 3 damage, of course, you have the heals right when you fucking need them. Like, how? I don't care. I want you to kill it so I can... I'll get the 1-1. It'll kill the 2-1. The healing was... in fact, it's even better than I thought because, of course, that first thing was going to die. Now, the issue becomes... this 4 damage is not going to be enough. And so... I think it's always so close. Or this is like the plant's answer to sort of the same thing with the jester, but not exactly. I mean, it's trick based versus every time it takes damage, but you have the ability to basically do nothing right now, so fuck it. Of course, I can't even play minions here at all, so... Yeah, see, we get that free win, and we can't even take advantage of it because, you know, that won't even get me in block meter range. I guess I could have used the rocket maybe, but then I wouldn't have been able to survive everything. It's so weird, like, you know, his hand's empty, so okay, maybe I would have had a chance to win then, but it doesn't really work that way. I don't know. Captain Combustible 1, because his name is so long that barely fits, or they have to shrink down the tags. Yeah, let's get another concede win that we just saw here. Like fucking from the rank 41 Taco Slayer is, you know, give me that nickname again. I'm the Taco Slayer because I was doing that at like rank 20 where I would take out rank 40s at times, and it always felt so impressive. Now it doesn't seem as impressive because, like, you know, people are doing it to me at times, so the ranks really don't matter that much. But especially in the context of the matchmaking being so stupid. Move a zombie to this lane, which is kind of fucking stupid, so I may as well just not even worry about it then. I love that when like two aggro decks meet each other, now they meet on the board, so now they realize, oh, I can't go face because they're gonna go face, so they try to equalize each other out. I would say like an unstoppable force meets an immovable object, but it's actually different because it's like two unstoppable forces meet each other and they decide to, you know, try to save themselves. But my approach would still be to go aggro. I just did that because you were going to have to trade into something anyway. In fact, this card is completely fucking dumb and I shouldn't even have it in here because of the simple fact that you would basically be able to... it's a kind of a defensive card. You don't really want to do that effect if you can help it. So he's going phase 2, so it's... okay, the block meter is going to save you or it's not. It could potentially save me here. Now you could choose to go face with this or you could choose to kill something with it. Again, this will get you in a certain amount of damage anyway, so it's still kind of worth it there. Or at least it'll pop the block meter. I'm not going to die to anything here so far. Or that only happened because he steals it, because it never fills up like that normally. Right, it'll always be like one short. Okay, the clones will kind of save you a little bit of anguish. You're going to be very fucking low. The problem is the strike through is going to basically get me. You know, you might think I'm a little premature with doing that, but when you have the extra brains to spare and everything, it's fine. You could just try to go for this, but I can almost guarantee you it's not going to work, so... Right, if that doesn't happen, I just lose the game. Although I still don't, unless they have something more. Because I'll only take 4. This is where the zombies can get kind of screwed sometimes, though, because he can't counter. That's why, yeah, fuck. That's why, you know, that stupid space cadet is so desirable, because that's the one thing the zombies can't do. Just like all I have to do is play something on the board in a space that he didn't have anything, and he just can't deal with that. I won't judge these new decks, quote unquote, to whatever minor extent I've changed it too harshly based on this, but it's pretty much the same thing, you know. Yeah, that card I question because you're moving something to it, which is the exact opposite of what you want to do. I guess the only difference is if you want to move it away from something else that does have more attack, but it's really a defensive kind of card that you don't really want. Or at least there, the effect is negated because he's doing me a favor by playing the gravestone. This guy's okay, but also kind of not really statted all that well. And so you're able to go here. Again, just try to play hide and seek, I guess, with the zombies as much as possible. Try to avoid playing in the same lane as they are, if you can help it, and that's good. Well, at least get me to rank 36. I don't know why I've been stuck at 35 for so long. Even if I've been playing less, like collectively between a week, I should be able to get a fucking rank. Maybe I was a little discouraged and not playing as well a little bit, but generally it's been the same thing. It's just like a little fluky and inconsistent. This is all a bad sign for the long term, but it shouldn't go on that long. And of course, I've never been as triggered by the block meter than as I've been now in the course of trying to do this. So what you need now is the point is it's going to get absorbed by the thing anyway, but I'll still do it. You pop the block meter, you can do potentially 6. Of course, one of these is going to save them. You know, you got to save up for a Berry Blast OTK combo. Connor but cool. I feel like this is a username I've made fun of before, like where I said maybe something similar, like, oh, somebody's sneak dissing someone they know in real life. I'm like Connor, except he's a loser, so I'm actually Connor, but I'm cool. Okay, that heal pretty much ruins my chances right there. Pretty much lose the game on the spot with that shit because all they have to do is fill the board up a little bit. We do have a 6 damage combo here, which can be really good. And what we get from that could potentially be really good too. Something with team up maybe would have been nice, but yeah, some of this stuff we just have to tank at a certain point. So if we get him down to 8, which I could do right now, I could literally do it right now if I just don't get any interference. You'll get you down to only like 11. Okay. They just have too much value, man. Like, this is so fucking annoying. Right, because I'm at the burnout phase now where I can't do anything. I keep winning one and then losing, so I'm staying in place forever, which kind of explains why I'm able to It kind of explains why I'm able to, you know, not have made progress in like the whole last week. But again, it shouldn't be that different than any of the other ranks I've gotten previously, where it's like, you know, from rank 30 to 31 or whatever, it's all been the same with losing ranks and not getting win streaks. Nothing changes at rank 35 as far as I can tell. You try to explain it with the other matchups, but like, oh, you're getting tougher matchups, but not really that different. Is this the same guy who just resigned before, a rank 41 taco guy? I don't know if it's the same username, but yeah, I think that's exactly how it went though too. Like I won one, lost one. Maybe I even did something wrong too. Why did it feel like I played as combustible for so long? But no, like I won through concession, then I lost, then I won, then I lost. So you're not really gonna make progress like that if you have we have 3, whatever you have. Whenever you have strike through, you could I should almost save that still somehow, but you know, or you can afford to do all that shit, and then you have what you're trying to do. Okay, that was kind of useless, and you know that's a whole mechanic too. It's like there, you know, you can destroy a gravestone with the squash, but the only effect in the whole game that freezes a gravestone that would allow you to do that is that card. I'm pretty sure, like there's nothing else that does that. This is a gravestone, so it won't actually work. What I'm running into the problem of is I'm running into the problem of being able to actually play that, but it's not a card that I need to use right now, so you know, it's okay, but arguably it's like my ace in the hole if I really need it, and you never know what you're gonna get. So that's actually unfortunate because no, that's actually fine unless it saves them, which it really can't. Or fuck, bro got hypothermia. Bro should be dead. He, you know, environment effect criteria, if you think about it logically. That's like how they did Yu-Gi-Oh in season 1, like where, oh, I did this like contextual effect that's not actually a real effect in the game, but just because it makes sense, you know, it's hard to explain. Like, oh, I get environment advantage because we're in the forest, so my bugs do more damage. It's not a real thing in the game. Like, it's sort of like Deus Ex Machina. It just works because that's the way it has to work. But okay, that could have been good and saved this, but they should be dead now pretty much no matter what. But obviously we've had a lot of games like this where they aren't like that, where it seems like I should win or I'm winning by a good amount, and this gets me in a lot of trouble. Amphibious Dino Roar gets +1/+1, destroy all plants here at the end of the turn. Or no, not at the end. Deep in hollow earth, zombie warrior women tame herds of enormous dinosaurs. Any good history book will tell you that. I like the commitment to that flavor text. How it just is so verbose. Oh, is he gonna 100 to 0 bean me to submission here? Okay, that alone will almost kill him because, or see, that could, yeah, I was just about to say that could kill him because it's just, look at that, how we easily dispatched a rank 41 taco tryhard, but you're not able to really appreciate it because there's no consistency. Right, that could have been a fluke, like, I don't know. Just get me to rank 36, dude. That'll be my win condition fucking for the whole series. Even though it's obviously not, it's just like, I don't know what to do. Now here I'll play it flippantly just because I like to play on curve, but then I could miss out. Yeah, I'm genuinely just like too burnt out. Not because I've been doing this for the whole month, but like just in general. Like I'm just sort of too tired to really do this for long enough that I need to do to seemingly make progress. But I can accept that I just can't do it because, you know, it's sad though that I got like sort of an extra week though from when oh fuck, I forgot. I got like an extra week. I thought it was over on the 15th. Now it's gonna be over on like the 22nd or something. Right, I thought it was already over. I get like one last chance here, but it doesn't seem like it's going to happen. I really thought I'd get to like 40 to 45 at least, and then maybe struggle. But I didn't realize you would lose the win streaks and stuff so early. I'd never been over rank 20, and I guess nobody really ever talked about it as to what happens. Like, how hard could it get when you're at rank 48? The point is, it's just as hard now, or it was just as hard at rank 30. So, you know, rank 20 to 30 is still easy because you can take advantage of the win streak itself. That's worth it because I'll get the legendary effect here. He gets that nice little screen effect, better than most plants, I guess. That's good. I don't really care even what I get. Oh shit, I do care because it's like my favorite card in the game that I always talk about, but I don't actually have it. Everybody fucking uses this all of a sudden. I guess just probably it's a meta card, and obviously if you get, I mean, it just seems a little overrated because, well, I got kind of fucked that turn. It's so annoying. Like I can't win 2 games in a row for the life of me. This isn't meant to be an aggro deck anyway. This is meant to be a slow-paced kind of long game thing, but I can't do anything. Alright, what you need to do now is try... I guess I probably should try to finish him off though. Fuck it, do whatever you want. As long as you can't heal, which you probably easily can. You would be able to... Yeah, literally only one person on my whole friends list got to rank 50. And whether anybody else will in the next couple days, I don't know. But my whole postulation, though, wow, I got to be 1 damage short, huh? 1 damage short. Bro, it's like I'm just not meant to fucking win, dude. Fuck this. Nothing I do now is going to matter because it's like I'm 1 damage short too, because or like 1 mana short. You would have to address this first of all. So even if like I did that, or no, I can freeze everything, so, but I still won't win. Come on. One fucking damage I cannot pull together? Like, are you serious right now? How is this possible? It's so fucking stupid. He'll never expect next turn that I can just do this and fucking lift everything up, but then he'll play something in the left lane still. Like, I don't give a shit, man. He's obviously gonna have an answer. He's obviously gonna summon something there and have an answer together. So bullshit, man. I have zero faith. Like, people always have an answer for everything. Okay, dude. Okay. At least that should heal me then. Right, I should get healed for 5 and at least survive. Well, it depends whether I get the block meter from that. No, I'm still dead because of that. Or no, I'm not. Now we're back to square one. Like, do I not have any damage to the face that I can potentially ever do in my whole life? Like, what could I get from the superpower now in my big meta brain that... I mean, this does have frenzy, but I don't know. If your hero would get hurt, this gets hurt instead. But it'll be dead. Which arguably you could say that's a mistake, but it would be the same thing here then. Hey, how's it going? At least if I was hard stuck at rank 40 something, I wouldn't feel as bad about it because, oh, that looks a little more impressive, but... Wait, why didn't that... I wasn't even looking. Like, what did he do that made that... He must have buffed his health. I wasn't even looking at the screen, I guess. Nothing I could do at that point anyway, but fun and interactive game. This is really fucking annoying, though. That's literally how it's gone. Like, I win one, lose one, win one, lose one, so I can never make progress. It's just impossible. All of a sudden, too, because I was making at least a minor amount of progress earlier. Okay, 1, 3, I don't want any of this. Although sometimes it is worth it to keep stuff like that because you might be craving it later and you don't really need all these low-cost cards, but... Okay, let's do that. The card draw couldn't hurt at this point. Yeah, sure, we can play. In fact, I should almost just adopt doing that more because it's not like I'm accomplishing anything here. I may as well just go out with a bang and have fun with some... Whatever, I should do like a mini viewer competition or something. Like, I'll give out a bigger prize than the whatever the bigged tournament is for this game, or the only tournament for this game, which is like, what, $500 or something? Maybe even less. I had heard about that at one point. Yeah, they should do a no crafting tournament challenge, like where you make a new account and you can play for like a week, and then you have to go in with whatever you have, kind of a thing. Roguelike Nuzlocke PvZ challenge. It'd be kind of hard to enforce it though, like how you'd have to watch every minute, every second of what they play. Or even just like with a new account, you could do that. But then I don't know how many packs you get right when you make a new account. What's funny about it is you might think, oh, you know, I might not have like the best collection, but I have like half the cards in the game, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, after I play him, I should actually count it. Like, because when I go through all the classes, I have like half the cards if you just look at it for every class. So it must be. So what I'm missing is just the optimal cards, not so much the... You know, the optimal cards, not so much the quantity of cards. Like, it is pretty impressive. Like, within like a year of playing the game, even if like for an hour a week, so that's a pretty casual, limited schedule, I've gotten like a really good amount of cards in the game. Which is what I don't get sometimes when people say like, oh, they played the game for years and they don't have, you know, they played the game for a year, or I mean for years, like since it came out or whatever, and they should have everything in the game by then, because at the pace that I go, Rocktober, actually that's a pretty sick name. and very appropriate that we're playing him in October. But no, it's like if you would have enough dust or whatever material to craft with. Sparks, I think it's called. I don't know what it's really called, actually. It should be something more iconic to the universe. Like, oh, you got to fertilize the card into soil and then use that to craft. I don't know. Use brain matter to do it. I mean, it's kind of hard to give equal representation to both, though. Right, both plants and zombies in that way. But no, I'll actually count my card total at some point here just to kind of see, actually. Because yeah, I've noticed that a couple times. Oh no, we should definitely do a spine apple, and we should also do a we can do this. We can destroy this, I guess. Oh, look how it bugged out. Everything was grayed out. Rare bugged interaction. It was bugged out, but I was holding it over that, and I did have enough sun to do it. There's a lot of, let's say, fishy ways to get cards. Yeah, but I wouldn't even be concerned about that because, you know, I'm deliberately choosing even to restrict myself in a normal way. So, you know, why would I be willing to cheat on top of that? But no, I just mean, like, if people have played the game for years, like, they'd have nothing more to do or nothing more to collect. So I don't get what they're even playing for. Like, it's still for fun, but it's just different. I don't know. If you played from when the game came out in 2016, even if you play like an hour once a week, you would easily have a complete collection because that's like 8 years of playing, which is insane for a game that hasn't had too many updates. Seems like this game is going well, but this guy's gonna have some crazy shit up his sleeve. That's how every game is gone. Like, I'm doing well, and then they do some mad shit, and somehow I just can't keep up with that. Alright, this is good. I just get on for fun to play and to play troll decks. Yeah, that's what I would do. I gimmick decks and stuff. I don't play serious decks most of the time, except for when grinding ranked, which I'm sure you've done that enough over time because, like, you know, it probably hasn't changed in a while what you'd be using in the meta. So, you know, if you do it a couple times, you'll probably get bored of it. Or I guess maybe not that bored because you'll have a meta deck with every single character, every single class, every single hero. Though there will be a good variety still to choose from. You know, if you have every hero in the game, that's actually pretty good. Every season, just choose a different one to try to do it with and stuff. Those are all the things I would do if I had played this game, I guess, over the years. Like, you know, even in Hearthstone, can I say that I got to legend rank with every single class? Probably not. Or, you know, try to get to legend rank 1 with every single class, every single expansion, or try to get to 100 in the reward track, which apparently getting the legend isn't good enough for that. I feel like this is one of those meta bullshit kind of things that everybody just has, and you just have to have it if you're a good player with a good deck. Like, there's just nothing you can do. Wait, why is that a 3-1? Oh yeah, my own effect. Everything was going well, but then this card just completely changed the game. He's a regular Karl Anthony Towns, that one. He changed the game. Which I think he got traded to like the Knicks, which is pretty sad actually. Everybody's hyping up Anthony Edwards all this much, but you wouldn't have had the season that they had without Karl Anthony Towns building up that franchise for years, which you might think, oh, what did it amount to? But that's exactly what it amounted to. They could have almost just won last year, the whole thing. if they just didn't choke their brains out against the Mavericks. They beat the literal defending champion and then they fucking lose their mind. Okay, we can go here or we can't go there. I don't know if that was really a good idea or not. He's gonna at least have to play down and waste removal on that, but I'm still in a pretty good position though. Okay, Frenzy doesn't bother me too much. It could almost kill me. See, like, what good is that card gonna do him now? Oh, for fuck's sake, dude. This is what I mean. What are the chances that he would have exactly that? Even though it's such an expensive, inefficient kind of card for this situation. Like, how is it happening like this, dude? He has exactly the value to kill me. Bro. These wins are so unlikely and exact. It's bullshit. Okay, we'll go to what do we got? The Smash, I guess, next. The Smash or Green Shadow, either one's fine. Yeah, the Smash is very similar to the obviously Yeti that I've been playing as. In fact, I can barely even tell the difference. We have almost exactly the same cards, the same playstyle. They look kind of the same too, even their appearance. That was such a beautiful victory for that guy though. I should make clips of some of these because they're so awesome. Like, I'm not even mad when I lose. It's just kind of... I could be bored when I win and I could be excited when I lose. That's the whole gamesmanship and sportsmanship quality. Right? You can enjoy your losses more than your wins. Okay, this is fine. I do kind of play on the board with this, but I'm kind of not too confident about the results. It would work better if they're an aggro deck, which I'm not sure whether they are or not still. If you're experienced with the meta, you would know immediately what he's using, but it wouldn't really matter too much because I can't really change what I'm using. Like, I like in Yu-Gi-Oh! How they show that actually in the show. Like, oh, Pegasus can see into your mind and see what cards you're using, what cards you have in your hand during the game. But it's like, why does it matter? Because... okay, he knows what you have in your hand, but it's not going to change what's in his hand. So how does it matter? Like, oh, I see that you have the Dark Magician in your hand, so I'm going to use this card that deals with the Dark Magician. But once you play him, like, unless it's something I can do out of your hand, which most of the cards in the game aren't like that, even if he would, maybe he should build his deck more like that. But it's just weird because... you know, I can see your hand right now, but unless I had an answer for it anyway, it's not going to change what I can do. So if your decks are like as, you know, curved, boneheaded, banal as mine, right? Like where, oh, I just play everything on curve just because I have to. I'm not going to have a lot of counter plays and stuff, but... okay, everybody's favorite. Like, look at that play, bro. Look at that play. But yeah, you could actually kill yourself with that, couldn't you? The split P of all the troll funny interactions that you could imagine. Oh my god. Yeah, see, that was worth it right there. Whether he wins or loses, that's just an epic play. I don't know if this is even a troll deck, but that's certainly a fun interaction. And this thing is just crazy. Right, this card is way too strong. If anybody plays like a good card, like he did it more in a fun way, but if you play an actual good card on that, it's just over. Oh, wow. I wish he could have done it on the Pear Paradise again, though. Doing it with a pumpkin. No, that's not a decent card, like what I was talking about. Yeah, bro is literally me, actually. This is the kind of shit I would do. I would do this all the time in Hearthstone, and if I had time, nowadays I would do it in other games too. Lost to a literal fucking pumpkin. I guess I'll still play. I'm dead no matter what, though. I wanted the pumpkin to kill me just for the Halloween spirit. Yeah, if you... That'd be the kind of card I almost wish I would have. But then again, I don't have a lot of big stuff. But yeah, that's like kind of a win condition card, honestly. You just play that, you play a couple big things, and you're just done for. Good game. Yeah, that was a very fun series of interactions that he showed us. Let's go ahead and go to maybe Green Shadow, I guess. Yeah, I just can't get past rank 35. Not even that I can't get to rank 40. I cannot even get past this one rank. I've been at rank 35 specifically for like a literal fucking week. And I don't know why. Yeah, that's the best validating way to sort of do a gimmick deck too. Like, he gets to rank 50 and then he's just, you know, has nothing else to do. So he may as well mess around with fun decks. Which I can definitely respect that. In fact, it's the best sort of thing to do with a game like this because, I don't know, it just seems kind of right where it doesn't have too many cards, so you can really kind of... It's both a good and a bad thing. It's bad because you wish the game just had more cards, short period, but since it has such a limited amount, it gives you that sort of encouragement to try to be creative and make the most of what you have, right? Because you don't have a choice in playing the game for years and years, right? You kind of extract the best out of it. So I don't really want to, you know, buff that one too much, but what I'd like to do is get an actual freeze effect, of which I do have several. Oh wait, what? Oh wow, I didn't even realize. I know that would take damage instead, but I didn't realize because it would take that damage, it would actually do the effect on it and therefore buff that. I was not expecting that. Some of the card text in this game is like very literal. Like, yes, you understand what it means, but like, I don't know, it's just different. It's like too on the nose. Like, obviously, yes, it's going to take the damage instead, but it doesn't mean it's going to take that exact form of damage in that exact way with that exact effect. Like, I guess Soul Patch would work the same way. Now, this one is going to miss out on the freeze effects, but it's still very good nonetheless. What is the point in playing this here when I'm already there? I guess just to debuff it. So you could play this in an environment, or I mean, you'd be forced to. You just do a basic buff, and see, this sort of showcases my spread the love, share the wealth philosophy. Why buff this when it's already a 2/4? And with ice, why buff this when it's already been buffed and it's already a high priority target? You know, so you buff that because it's the weakest link. You have more targets to choose from. Now this could be a very strong play with respect to if he summons something big, which I hope he does. Or, of course, you summon the one thing where doing that would actually be bad because I just give you the buff again. Let's actually do the card draw and see what we get. Alright, that works out pretty well. We do a little buff here. And that can obviously get out of control very quickly. But yeah, this whole idea of doing gimmick decks and sort of fun decks where you pick a theme, you pick an interaction that you're trying to go for, and you know, it may be good, it may not be good, but it's not so much about that. It's like, you know, my anti-spell deck that I love so much in Hearthstone, where I'm able to you know, you're able to just have like every elusive card in the game, and I love that so much. It's not really that good, and it never was in any form, but it's just sort of a fun commitment. It would be the equivalent in this game of it'd be the oh wow, it'd be the equivalent of like having every untrickable, 4 copies of every untrickable card in the game, or 4 of every card that increases the cost of tricks, like the football guy and the other stuff. There's no restriction on how many cards you can have in this game that are legendary, like most games have that, where, you know, oh, you can only have 1 in Hearthstone, or you can only have at least 1 out on the field at each time in Magic. Right, but it's a case where this game actually does not restrict that. This won't actually kill either one, so now they're obviously just going to replay it back down, and there's nothing I can do about it, or actually there is something I can do about it. This would be the perfect answer, and of course it wouldn't matter which environment because we're going to get sucked into this one anyway. So is he going to have an answer after we do this? I mean, that might be a little overkill with the double strike. In fact, I argue we should have done it to this, because you know he's still gonna have an answer here, or not. See, that's what I'm always expecting. Oh, fuck you. Like some games where they just suddenly don't have an answer for everything the way that they always seem to. Still not dead, bro. Still not dead. How the fuck does this happen? All because of the stupid ass block meter. You know what series I was thinking about actually playing all of a sudden? I want to go back and play the original Halo series, because I've never played it, and that would be so fun for like a first playthrough Permadeath. There's so many series of games that I just haven't really ever played. But like maybe I'll play a little bit of them, but not like ever beat them, especially with like this open world game sort of modern market. So like the Far Cry series, like I played 1 and 3. I don't really remember 2, but I could do like a first playthrough Permadeath. I could do the Halo series like that. I could do the Assassin's Creed series like that. Like I played a couple of them, but I've never beaten any of them, I don't think. Because I'm kind of like that, where like I do everything sort of slow paced, so I'll really take my time and I'll really get immersed, and that's the style that I always like to bring to my stream too. Like I would play it the same way as if I would play off stream, which sometimes people get mad about that, or they think maybe I'm doing it because I do stuff on stream. But like I'll be super slow, read all the flavor text, super immersive. I want to get back to doing series like that, but I just never have time, or I get caught up doing dumb stuff like this instead. But you know, like playing chess, which is those kind of games can be more fun, like this or Hearthstone or whatever, when you don't have a lot of time, because you play like one game and that, you know, that speaks for itself. It's like a match based thing, right? Instead of like, oh, you got to go through a whole playthrough. It's a little bit different to measure that. I don't know what I'm really supposed to do with this. Yeah, I was actually going to edit my last week's, or no, it wasn't even last week, it might be a week before last, but like I'm always 2 weeks behind or something, episode of this to upload to YouTube, because of course this is the only thing I'm doing, so I have nothing else to upload. But it actually fucked up, because I did like an 8-hour one and a 6-hour one, and it actually like bugged out, like where, I don't know how to explain it. It bugged out, like it'll cut off like 75% into the video. When you go to watch it, it bugs out and restarts. It's like my computer couldn't handle the size of it, so now I have to go back and do it again and like cut it up in more parts, I guess. Because like the weird thing when you're doing editing like that is, yeah, editing advice 101 from the fucking YouTube master now apparently. It's like you'll go in and you'll do an export of a video. So like you take like, let's say a 10 gigabyte VOD, right? So the video you're editing is only 10 gigabytes, but then when you go to export it, it'll be like a little higher because of the quality and stuff, but it'll be way higher with what it has to allocate during the export. So like the video itself might only be 40 gigabytes that you're the ultimate exported video, right, when you have it in the final form, but the act of exporting it requires like 160 or something, like 4 times as much, or at least 2 times as much. And the reason why is because I don't know why I'm doing that. The reason why is, oh shit. And that would apply to his other effects too, like the overshoot. I mean, that was dumb. I could have stopped that much at least, but yeah, that's the point where you get to all right, let's just do we're back to where we started again. Super Brains is going to be then we'll segue into Solar Flare, Infinity, Green Shadow, or I mean Combustible. I'll just stop there, I guess. I can't fucking do it. It's so dumb. Like, what the fuck is wrong? I'm not doing anything that different than what I was doing before, so like, why can't I do anything? I like these Brain Vendors. I want to get a good Green Shadow off. This is meant to be an aggro deck now, which I do like the hybrid sort of dynamic nature of this one, where you're able to, you know, play it like aggro, and then if it fails, then you fall back on Bad Moon Rising as a finisher or whatever, like if everything else fails. But now we'll have 2 Brain Vendors coming out, which seems almost like a waste. And if I got Green Shadow, I almost wouldn't want to do it. I'd be happy with you know, doing those in a combo basically, but it's not going to work because, yeah, give me something else I can play on top of it. This is okay. I'm a little bit low. The problem is that you're able to get fucked over by the beans, probably. Health-wise, it's not too bad, but the problem is that, again, if they keep playing bean tricks or whatever the fuck, I'll get screwed over. This way it gets kind of a little lame because you don't really want them right this early. You could do the little bonus attack. Let's see what we have. Okay, dude. I'm gonna get in as much face damage as possible, which is gonna be pretty much completely a waste of my time. We wouldn't obviously get even a chance to fucking play Bad Moon Rising even if I wanted to. Steal their block meter. I want to win a game for once, like where that actually is the effect. Like they thought they were going to be saved by the block meter, but then, oh no, that guy steals it, and then you have lethal. Right, I don't know if I've quite seen that interaction yet. I probably have actually. So all they'd have to do is do that again, or obviously that synergizes with it as well. Actually losing to the bean meme of all things. So again, I got a couple good wins here. I even get that. Let's do a pack opening to celebrate the fact that we stay in place again. But no, I am really fucking surprised at this. Why is everything like bugging out with the game today? Like even the visuals and everything look different. But no, this is literally the lifespan of this series. If I don't get rank 50 within 5 days and 15 hours, that's literally it. And I'm Not really too confident about being able to do that. Okay, see you tomorrow. Okay, so today is going to be one of the last episodes in this series, and of course, not even to sound defeatist, like, oh, because I'm going to fail, which I predict fully is going to happen. I'm not going to be able to get 15 ranks in 3 days, even if I stream for 72 hours straight and played this, like, non-stop, and you know what I mean, like, even then I wouldn't be able to do it based on, you know, like, getting from rank 1 to 30 wasn't that bad, right? Typically, in every month, I would get, like, from rank 1 to 20 or about that. And that wasn't a big deal because I would only play like once a week for like an hour. And so obviously this season I've done a lot more than that. So it took me like in the first week I got from rank 1 to rank 20. So that's pretty good. That's normally what I do in the whole month because I was playing more often and longer and stuff. And then rank 20 to rank 30 took me a little bit, right? But it wasn't too bad. And then after that, rank 30 to rank 35 has taken me the rest of the time there. So like, that's pretty bullshit. But no, like, even if I was to succeed, the series is still going to end, even if I do get to rank 50. But I think what we have to take is more so the moral victory of if I can get to rank 40, just to if I can get to rank 40 for the simple fact of being able to, you know, be like a taco tryhard clown myself, and that'll at least be some sort of checkpoint, but I can't seem to even do that. Basically, just as soon as I got to rank 30, it started to feel impossible because of the fact that I lose the win streaks. You know, I really can't deal with it like that. And of course, as usual, I forget about who I played as last. You would assume it would be kind of set for where it is, but I typically start with I guess Solar Flare in the aggro decks, or I mean even that guy's aggro deck now, Super Brains. Yeah, we have like 3 days left according to this, so I'll do it 3 more episodes, then I'll really have to think about what I want to do with my schedule. I want to finish some of the ongoing series that I have, namely Smite and I guess Magic the Gathering, but this really sets a bad precedent for this sets a horrible precedent for trying to do the Magic the Gathering one, because you know what I mean? Like, if I don't have time for this, how am I gonna have time for that? I lost as Super Brains and Green Shadow, I would assume. Right, that makes sense. I just like to double check. And so, yeah, it's a little deflating because, like, I really tried. And I think I played it generally a reasonable level. Maybe I've trailed off a little bit in the last couple sessions because I've just kind of maybe given up a little bit, but it seems uncanny that I can't get past rank 35 though. Exactly. Like, why can't it be like a little higher, a little lower? You know, I get that we're playing higher ranked players, even though that's not always even true, but maybe just with more regularity. But no, it's not even like that. Like, we end up playing low ranked players all the time, right? Like people who are 20 ranks lower, and I still end up losing, or at least sometimes I lose. Let's see if anybody else has gotten to rank 50. Nobody's gotten to rank 50. Right? He's trying. Right? Only one person on my friends list has actually gotten there. Maybe it's a lot harder than I realized because these people are presumably using meta decks, right? Like, they're not restricting themselves like I am. And I'm not even saying that in any other way. It's just like, if you're not going to do that, then you know, if you're going to do your best and try your hardest, it's still hard to do. It's not like, but then again, at some point the deck sort of plays itself, doesn't it? Like, it's going to be a meta thing, and it's going to be, I don't know, like, it's going to have almost too much to do with the deck. Now, I should ignore that and go face, but actually I'll probably do this, even though both of these are kind of situationally better later, or in other situations. I got to just go full aggro, full commit. Which again, people might criticize that and say, oh no, that's why I'm going to lose now, which it probably is. But if I don't play like this, then I'm not going to have a chance anyway. So, but no, it's actually unbelievable to me that the amount of time I put into this has had no meaning. But again, if I had a really top tier deck, I would have at least done better, obviously. But again, I have some good decks in here. I mean, I hate to come to find out though that what cost me was what cost me is like, I don't know, maybe I want to do this actually. Like, oh, if I hadn't switched my heroes around and I just played as the same one or the best one that I prefer over and over, right? If I had done that, it would have been better because you have, I'm like, every time I lose as one, I have to rotate. Now that was the least impactful thing that you could have flipped, so why would you do that? Oh, just to potentially kill me here, but even the block meter won't save me even from this guy, so I can destroy it with the stupid ass thing here, but it's very unlikely or wait, obviously that was gonna happen. Wait, that's fine. Again, maybe I shouldn't have played so aggro, but that's kind of all I can do there and just hope for the best, which again, generally I'd say they've done pretty well, but I can't say that now. It's annoying because I kind of had such a good head start. Like, I went into it kind of enthusiastic and, oh, I'm definitely going to do it. I got to make one of those Lord forgive me memes out of it that are so prevalent. And I like the fact that the artist who made the song itself makes those themselves. Like, a lot of them are from their own channel. So that's like such a genius infinite content farm idea. Like, they made the song themselves and then they start posting memes of it. So it's not like they're stealing somebody else's song. I guess they're still stealing the clip that they're using, but most people who make stuff like that would be like, oh yeah, we're just stealing somebody else's music and clip. Now they're only stealing the clip, not the music. Just like I'll show myself at the beginning of this challenge or even series saying, oh yeah, this is a casual mobile game for little kids. Of course, a hardcore try-hard gamer like me, who's a fucking veteran hardcore gamer, lifelong card gamer, of course I would be able to do this easily, but at some point, you know, you got to take it like a man, and I just couldn't do it, so fuck it. But no, like, something happened too. Maybe I've been playing sort of less too, but maybe I've been playing less the last couple weeks, but even beyond that, it's like something sort of happened because it's gotten like a lot harder all of a sudden. And you might think, oh, because of higher ranks, but that's not necessarily even true, because to some extent the ranks are sort of the same. Now this is a little bit risky because this might not work out the way that I'm expecting, right? It would kill that, then it would also kill that, but it might die to something there. I could bounce that if it's really an issue. I do have the deadly there if I want to. And so you have the ability to kill both of these. This is actually not bad though. Or fuck me. No, that's kind of the same result though, isn't it? That won't actually change anything. Well, it'll almost kill me, but it would have been able to tank both of those anyway, right? It would have been, no, I guess it would have survived them, so he did need to do that. So we have to deal with this guy. We can get rid of this fucker for now. Although arguably that's not the best idea. Like, it depends what else he summons. Oh shit. This card is actually a lot more popular than I would have expected. I mean, that's going to be taken care of anyway. So now I'm going to do some epic comeback and still win, even though it's very unlikely. But no, that one superpower we just saw that does 2 damage in every lane, right? That is one of the highest face damage kind of things in the game, because it's like, I don't know how to explain it. It's a lot better than you might realize. Do 1 damage to everything, which would kill me because it's bullseye. I had one of the most epic games ever where I won because of that effect in a position that was otherwise hopeless, right? And I had no way to kill them, and I had nothing, no block meter left or something. Pretty cool way to win. I'll give it to him there. But yeah, we're just playing for fun now. Again, I kind of concede, which I hate to do. You would think I'd always have some sort of fighting spirit, but I can't decide what it is more. Like, I should have played more. I should have done what? Like, there's nothing more I could do in terms of the collection. Like, it is what it is at this point, which, again, I'm pretty happy with it. I think it's pretty good, but it's not good enough, I guess. And again, the delusion that this game sort of gives you is the matchmaking. Like, oh, because every once in a while I'll get like a rank 20 to go against, it makes me feel like, oh, I could always do it no matter what, how bad my stuff is, because you're exploiting sort of these lower rank matchups, which now you can't do because you, well, it might not be as prevalent now that you'll get that, but everybody's maybe try-harding towards the end of the month as well, or something, end of the season. But no, I got like an extra week too, unexpectedly. Like, I already thought it would be over like on the 15th. Now it's going to be over on like the 20... on like the 21st or something, I guess. Guess we could do it this way. Just gotta go full aggro. Again, I've beaten rank 40s at times, but not really consistently at all. In fact, again, I can't even beat rank 20s consistently because apparently I was having a pretty smooth time of it earlier, but in the, you know, in the season I was kind of bullying low rank players, but even though I was kind of low rank myself, but yeah, that was the measurement I even said, like, you know, a week and a half ago, or maybe even 2 weeks ago. Like, you should always wait because there is that one mushroom that costs 0. But I even said, like, oh, all I have to do is get 2 ranks a day and I'll get there, right? Rank 30 to 50. If I get 2 ranks a day in like 15 days, that's all it would take. But then I didn't realize that, oh, it's gonna take like literally a week for 1 rank apparently. Like, I genuinely don't get what happened here. My level of play couldn't have changed that much. So you have, okay, that guy's a little bit annoying, but I guess I'm fine with that generally. Although you're sort of playing into the block meter, but not necessarily. They might not get the trigger still. We got combustible, then we got the Yeti, then we got the actual combustible, Yeti, Walnut, Smash, Green Shadow, Super Brains, and maybe that's as far as we'll go, depending on, you know, whatever. But you would think just on a fluke I would have gotten a good win streak. Or again, sometimes people will disconnect, sometimes people will quit out, sometimes people will, I don't know, do all kinds of other shit. But I gotta lag switch my way to freedom here. This is probably pretty worth it, actually. But not really. It seems maybe dumb, but that gourmet guy is kind of what's bothering me more than anything. Gourmet guy is like the guy in Paper Mario who's the fat shy guy who eats all the fucking cake and everything you give him. What a creative way to namesake stuff. Like, just call it whatever they are, like their adjective, and then guy after it. Like how I call the football guy. That's what I call them in both PvZ and this. The football zombie is the football guy. Or like, what else? I do that with somebody else too. It's just a very lazy namesake. This thing is gonna be fine. Well, not really. So that would hit you for approximately, you know, obviously 8. I could have done like 11. Or imagine if that had the downside, like both your opponents and your stuff does. Oh, if I had had that, I could have already won, but it doesn't even always feel like the decks we're facing are that great. Like, we're sort of getting to a burnout phase. Or look how the game's bugging out. My thing's about to flag, but I'm dead. Like, what do you mean, dude? I forgot to turn off my little stopwatch after the game. Yeah, we'll go through Yeti, Wall Knight, Smash, Green Shadow, and maybe Super Brains. We kind of always leave off in the aggro phase. Although, again, Super Brains is sort of the bridge that brings them together. That's actually not a bad hand. I don't even mind it. You might think, oh, yeah, maybe I should, but sometimes I like the higher cost stuff because you're going to kind of want it anyway. And you might not get it when you do. Rand F. Guardian. Again, it's unfortunate that I don't have a turn 2 play, but I've been getting fucked on mulligans a lot lately, actually. I feel like that didn't happen earlier. Maybe my decks have just sort of become more top heavy. I love that name for this game, this whole series, Cut Your Grass. But yeah, if you were to rank me on my friends list, I would be the number 4. And actually, I was ahead of some of these people, or maybe not. I feel like I was ahead of him earlier in the season. Or no, maybe not. It was maybe close. But then he kind of pulled away. I mean, clearly, no matter what level of understanding you think you have of the game or whatever, like, clearly, it comes down to the stupid-ass fact of, you know, the deck. But again, I knew that going in, so that's not even something I should mention, right? That I knew that I would have to deal with what I have, so it should have been fine. Probably if I played long enough, it would have been fine, but I don't know how long enough is. Every single day, not doing other categories, only doing this every single day, and skipping, like doing it for 12 hours a day. Like, what more could I do, you know? Obviously, I haven't done it for that long, but what the fuck are you doing? Just disconnect, man. Deal 2 damage, but you still... Okay, fine. Sometimes I question how people position these. Like, why not put that behind? I mean, in this case, I would kill both, or actually, I wouldn't. You could have saved that one and killed the other one. Gargantuans have Frenzy. I kind of like the idea of this one always kind of baiting them. They'll play something to block it, whatever's in the gravestone, but then they won't know that it'll just kind of pull the rug out from under them, and you could potentially get lethal or something like that. I mean, I was going to try to play all defensively and try to trade on the board, but I don't agree with it because now this lane has become a little bit too annoying for me. See, this could be cute to try to get rid of something, but who do you think you are? That fucking guy who's the Cthulhu adherent? That's like a 4-mana 4/10 if Cthulhu has whatever that druid card is. It's amazing how much I don't know card names, but it's not something that actually matters too much. I wouldn't mind doing this, but I also don't really care. That's kind of the difference. Right, like let's just play on curve. Yeah, I have such good components in these decks, but there's always something that comes up a little short. I guess I should have played it in the water, haha, but how do I know that? Like, how do I know what they're gonna have? And whatever I would have played next then would have been subject to that as well. Like, fuck it, dude. Gravestone when revealed. I mean, we could always choose something else here. Or we could do it like this, I guess. Doesn't really seem worth it at all, but this guy's value is incredible. I just sometimes don't always have a target to use him on and stuff. But no, I'm probably gonna lose a number of followers, or I may... Oh, fuck off. I already have, because like, oh, you know, people are getting sick of me playing this game every day, or they expect me to do different things, but I kind of like it, because now I'm going to use this as a benchmark, as a springboard to start doing that with other things. Like, yeah, let's give him the Astro Vera back again, so we have no fucking chance of winning. Like, that card always just wrecks me. There's nothing I can do. There's absolutely nothing I can do. Or no, I fucked myself again because fuck. That's where the movement effect can throw you off. I doubt I would have had a chance to win, but I shouldn't give up like that. Conjure's a monster. And yeah, I got both of those event cards just because I played so much that, you know, this last month that I got both of them, the black cat, the stray cat, and this one. And the way that you can realize that is, or this is like a funny thing on one of these trial videos. Mark Furman was involved in both the Casey Anthony and O.J. Simpson trial. So it's like he's the legal black cat. Mark Furman, who was like said something racist in the original investigation, or not even in the investigation, but at some point, and he was like one of the responding officers on the scene to the O.J. Simpson trial, and he like did something in the Casey Anthony trial too, like he went to their house to interview them or something. So he just kind of poisons everything he's a fucking part of. Bro, so I don't have 1s and 2 costs in this deck, just so you're clear. I don't have any. I have 0. Not like I have 3 fucking walnuts, 3 fucking water chestnuts. Like, what is with these mulligans, dude? I don't think I've really played this guy too much, Cut Your Grass. I played Savage a lot, and he is very savage indeed, because he'll take no mercy on me. But there are some pretty entertaining games nonetheless in there. No, I mean, I tried my best. Like, I don't know what else to say. I'm kind of discouraged. I'm still going to do the Magic one, I guess, because I want to benchmark some of these series. Like, you know, either whether I have the time or not. I guess with that, what I have to do is understand that my old expression, like, a card game is 75% of the deck. What's the other 25%? The player skill? Oh no, it's RNG. Haha. Like my chess quote that I say, chess is 75% memory. What's the other 25%? Whoever is black or white. Or like, you know, card games are 95% about the deck and 5% about the player. Something like that. Like it's actually kind of true. Because the worst player in the world with the best deck in the world is still going to do really good and win the majority of games. The best player in the world with the worst deck is going to be garbage and not do anything, right? That's actually objectively true. Now, 2 really good players with really good decks, or 2 really good players with really bad decks, or 2 really bad players with really bad decks, or 2 really bad players with really good decks. Whatever. If you level the playing field, then it comes down to player impact. Like, okay, 2 really good players with really good decks, now they play each other and now you see who's better. I can accept that premise, but it doesn't mean that, like, why is every game so one-sided here, bro? Like, fucking let me do something. Not that that was really too intimidating of a play. In fact, as soon as I complain about it, he's only a rank 18, and I'm starting to recognize some of these people's usernames and stuff too, because I probably ended up playing some of the same people over and over. So look at me, I'm better than this guy because I don't know really why I'm doing that, but I should use the stupid ass thing here, the lawnmower, because that thing is pretty annoying, but it's kind of a very slow play to make. We get Walnut and we get the stupid ass. We get Walnut, and then we get the next dude, which is a smash. But no, everybody chipped in. Everybody had their signature streaks. I'm not going to blame any of the heroes. I'm not going to blame anything. Some of the slower decks, like the Yeti and stuff, or you know, the Smash, Yeti, Green Shadow, this one, have sort of tapered off a bit as we've gotten farther along, but it's still not a big deal to me. You're nuts. Get +2 health, obviously. Yeah, I'm sure I played this guy a number of times, actually, right? And good thing too, because he kind of sucks. Or again, is it that he sucks or is it that his deck sucks? But whatever, dude. It's a level playing field. Not like mine is the best either. That's a pretty favorable trade with a little healer there, and we get see, now we should just win by attrition because he's sort of burned out of his hand, but somehow he's still gonna come up with some crazy shit. right? This is what this deck is about. You sort of outlast them, and then you could win in the late game. But the problem is it requires them to not have a very good deck, and it requires me to have a better late game than what I do, because, again, what is my highest cost card? Like Loco Coco or some shit like that. That's not really a win condition card. Like, you need a lot of other shit like the Astro Vera and just, like, really long game, long-term type shit. You know, one funny thing, I just remember this, like, it's from a while ago, but there's like this guy Robert Galbraith or whatever that's like a pseudonym for fucking J.K. Rowling. I don't know if that's her like attempt to poke fun at trans people or something too, like whatever, how she always criticizes that, like, oh, my name is Robert, so I'm a man now all of a sudden with my pen name. But you know, the point is that when I first heard that, I thought that was like her boyfriend or something, or like her husband, like, oh, she's saying something positive about like about his books or something. So it's like, oh, you should read this book by Robert Galbraith or whatever the fuck his name is. It's like, oh, so she's promoting her husband's work. How sweet, how cute. Oh wait, it's actually her. I didn't know like that was her pseudonym, because again, you wouldn't expect it because it's a male name, but I don't know what the story behind it is. But that was funny. Like, who is this guy that I've never heard of? It must be her husband, and she's propping up his work unduly with her by trying to chase clout like through her. But how nice of her to do that, to help her husband out, her boyfriend or whatever, her family member, long lost cousin, distant cousin. Yeah, you have pretty much zero chance of winning, but you still somehow are going to, because I'm just not destined to win this fucking game. Even there, you like win any games apparently. Like it's just become so frustrating, man. Every single game is so annoying. Yeah, here's my late game epic play, which it kind of is epic, to be fair. But come on. Yeah, one thing I'll say about this game always is the production value is through the roof. Between the flavor, the animations, the you know, character models, all this kind of stuff. The fact that you have you know, the music, just the visuals, the lanes, everything is pretty good. Now let's re-queue again against the same guy 5 times in a row and just farm them. That's almost what I was hoping would happen. Like, just don't fucking slow me down with this shit. Because what if he didn't have a daily quest to do? Now we won't match up again, like, as conveniently as that would be. Rank 41, like, I just can't help dealing with these high rank tryhards. But that's the deceptive thing at the beginning of the month, because you have the simple ability to basically, you won't know how competitive or difficult it really is. Like, oh, you're playing a rank 5 or you're playing rank 1 through 5 every day, every match, because it's the beginning of the month, like the first day of the season, so it doesn't matter. But here you'll play a lot of rank 40s, but this could be the same guy with the same deck who's rank 5. It's just that everybody's rank 5 because the season just started, so that's the difference. Like, yeah, please disconnect. I don't care, man. It was happening at least a number of times before. We don't have a really good turn 2 play, but I guess I'll do this. Again, always use your card draw or conjuration first, even though I always don't do that, even when I say it. Because usually I'm not going to get something I want to use anyway, but that's because it could change your play. And that's proof right there why that card is so bad, because it didn't even kill that. So I don't really like that card, but everybody always swears by it. We go here, we spread out the lanes as much as possible. He's not really doing anything, so you would think I should win by this token alone. This is plants here next door. Oh, this is like the counter of the other one. The one that gives like everything +2 health, right? I haven't really seen that though. Yeah, I played the game for a year and I'm still seeing cards that I've like never seen before. Why do I feel like I just don't even know what that is? So here you have the ability to plant evolution. And here next door you get +2, which is pretty perfect because of the simple fact that here would always mean itself, obviously. But you got the strike through, you got the shit. Okay, deadly is not really gonna save you much. A little extra bullseye. I could have tried to get the extra bullseye damage in too, but I almost don't even care. Come on, this is the beginning of a beautiful win streak if I can beat a rank 41, but now in before they do a crazy epic comeback. You know, exactly as planned. These are always the situations I find myself in. Trick is played, gets +1/+1, moves to a random lane, and you have the ability to it seems dumb, but since they don't have anything else going on, we could very easily... Oh, but it won't pop the block meter, so I guess I kind of miscalculated that a little bit. I thought, like, oh, if this effect would pop it, then these two would finish it, but it doesn't matter because... oh, you know what? Okay, I kind of fucked up a little. Now we're gonna somehow lose because we've had some amazing moments like that where it seems unbelievable and impossible and unconscionable that you would possibly lose a game, but you somehow do. All that strike through will succeed in doing is or once again, I should have done this for the sake of getting the card draw first. Yet again, to never take my own advice. What is this, chess? Where I would win every game pretty much if I, or at least play better if I took my own advice. So he's gonna win now. He's gonna win and I don't have a choice, so fuck it. Because you have no ability. I guess I could do this. Because regardless what he does, I don't even get to pop the stupid ass block meter. This would be posing lethal too if you could just deal with that. So again, even if you did that, it's not going to kill him. So let's do this, and then that's just a good productive turn. We'll kill this, but what we're realizing is we are incapable fully and completely of getting rid of the block meter. I will never, as long as I live, be able to get rid of it. So we'll just sit here watching it the whole time, and you know how much I love the mechanic. It's just so fun and interactive. I shouldn't even worry about this stupid ass guy, but yeah, at least like I could bait him, like, okay, now we'll kill him in one shot, but I can't even justify doing that anymore because of the simple fact that we're kind of fucked anyway. But he's got 3 brains left. What's he gonna do? We'll kill that stupid ass Yeti. Okay, man, okay. It's just endless delay. Like, you'll never let me do anything, will you? I don't even care about the damage that you're doing. Can I just pop the block meter? I don't even care if I win the game. Can I pop the block meter, yes or no? Is it possible to do it? Because I just don't know. It makes no sense, dude. You could say, oh, I'm letting him get too many cards with that, but I had some sort of vague, maybe delusional notion that, oh, maybe I can actually do something in the game, like anything ever. Is that possible to like actually play the game? Is it actually an interactive experience, or am I just kind of, you know, just sitting here just watching it? Because that's fine with me too, but I was under maybe some false impression that it's actually a game where you can actually do something. Holy shit, bro. Now he's almost run out of cards because of how obscenely long this has gone on for. Hey Ace, how's it going? Been a while since I've been? Yeah, how have you been? And it's very rare that you get to these super high sun values, and typically it's not going to favor me because it allows me to oh fuck, I should have done it, like I should have obviously destroyed that. I mean, this sets up pretty well, but come on, we totally had this one in the bag too. I don't know how these games get away from me. There have been so many games like this where they just outvalue me as the game drags on, which is why any of these slower decks are not really suitable. Come on, give me a 5-game win streak, even though Wall Knight isn't really the one I would think of as doing that. Challenge is going pretty well, actually. It's pretty much over. It failed. I only have like 3 days left to get to rank 50, and I'm only ranked 35. So I obviously fail. Oh shit, here we go. At least that's good. Yeah, they don't call me the Taco Slayer for nothing. That should totally be like a title if they had the MMO version of this or whatever in this universe. Literal Taco Slayer. Okay, let's go. A few more. Yeah, imagine if I go on some godly win streak now where I somehow do make a run, but that would just piss me off because then I won't have time to finish it off. The last week I haven't made any progress at all. In part because maybe I played a bit less now, but also... Yeah, whereas like the 12-hour stream like I would do for chess when I was trying to do something there. But... that, and also just it's become very difficult somehow. I would love to just get to rank 40 though. That would make me very happy, even though I'd still fail. So I don't know why I'm playing like I'm trying to go face so much. I probably shouldn't, but I guess it's okay because these don't really seem worth dealing with. And this guy seems like a bot name, but he is ranked 34, so I can't talk too much shit. The bot is as successful as me. Both of these are kind of wasteful plays that I don't really want to even do. I guess that's okay. This is a static play just to do something. Getting to rank 50 isn't too easy. You've only gotten it once. Yeah, and under this circumstance, I definitely give it my best shot, but it doesn't seem possible. Even if I did play substantially longer, right? Like I played a good amount this month, and I played it pretty much every day, in fact, but even if I played longer, it seems like it would have been very, very difficult. Okay, I'll ignore the deadly, and I'll just go here. This is pretty fucking good. I love that card, which I don't actually have it, but make a walnut in each ground lane, attack for 6 damage in those lanes. Even though it's a bit expensive, that is an awesome, awesome card. Or like if I got super lucky with every pack I open from now on, that could give me bolster my collection, but that probably should have already happened. Like now the window is pretty much closed. Even if I play like literally, you know, 5 hours a day and I win every single game, well, I guess if I did that I could do it, but my win ratio is actually hilariously low. If you look at my win percentage in this whole run, even to get to rank 35, right, would seem like, how the hell have you even gotten to rank 35? Because my win percentage is like probably, like I'm losing like probably 3 games for every one I'm winning or something like that. But yet I still have made overall progress because you can sort of abuse the fact that you're not getting pushed out of the rank that you're at, right? No matter what rank you're on, it doesn't matter because you can just, you know, I can lose 100 games in a row and I'm still ranked 35. It doesn't matter. As long as you win enough to get through the rank. So we got a decent amount of strike through here, and... Or yeah, this is what's so nuts about it. You're attacking him for 18 damage. This is like an OTK built in, right? That's so fucking stupid. So the best offensive trick damage card in the whole game is a defensive class, a guardian class card. That's what's really nuts about it. Literally nuts. But like, dude, you don't even think about it like that. But oh my fucking god, what is this? Well, I sure wish I could play that now as much as I'm talking shit. Yes, of course, just a normal regular game. Another normal game. Like, what was that turn, dude? Like, what? What if I do it like this with the Astrocado? Because I don't know what the fuck just happened, honestly, but I know what you mean. Bro. Like, what are some of these interactions that happen, man? And I'll still be one turn off of being able to do that. I'm bloviating about how busted the card is, but then I can't get to the chance to be able to play it. That could potentially do lethal, but it could potentially still get absorbed by the block meter. And now I have like no choice but to do this. Or you could maybe absorb it. No. Oh. Well, I guess I won't die though still, but you could have, you know, this turn shows you what's bad about this game objectively. Like, it comes down to the block meter in two senses. I could get saved by the block meter here because he'll hit me there, right? So it may or may not save me potentially if I was gonna die, and then here I could potentially win if his block meter doesn't trigger, but it might. Like, it's just RNG within RNG. That's not even fun because it's not something you can play around. It's not a guaranteed fixed amount. Okay, I'm just dead. Oh, I'll be one short, or wait, why would you? Well, I guess it works, but I was saying, why wouldn't you just attack with this one here, and then you're gonna kill me anyway? Okay, dude, whatever. We got Walnut, we get the Smash. We get Smash, Green Shadow, and Super Brains would be probably the last three I'll play as. We were on one of our best streaks of late, too. It's whopping 2-game-in-a-row win streak. Incredible. Which, at least if I keep doing that. Now, if I win 2, I'll be at 3. Then I'll lose 1. Then I'll win 2, be at 4. Then lose 1. Like, you're still making some semblance of a progress. But I'm going to make a fucking spreadsheet when this is done to see my win rate. And, like, it's going to be so in the negative that you won't even believe how I would have gotten this far. But yeah, that would be the crushing thing at rank 40 if that does happen, which I still don't know that. Like, you'll get kicked out of a rank. So if you're at rank 41 and you lose too many games, you can get knocked down back to rank 40. That would be absolutely just... I would even be happy to see that, because then I wouldn't have any pretense that I could have ever done it. Is it really that bad? Is what that bad? The block meter thing? I just wish it was a fixed amount. Like, they have all these ticks to almost imply, like, oh, it's based on how much damage you do. Like, so for every 2 damage, it gives you 1 tick, or something. It probably is, because you can get away with it, you know? Like, if it was more... If it was like that, I would have had no chance to do it, because, you know, if you actually lost your ranks altogether, it's definitely not in the positive, because there's no way I could, you know, even if I'm playing perfectly every game, I'm not going to be winning the majority of these, I don't think. Yeah, especially with the win streaks, you can get away with that all the more, because, you know, you just, you know, you can win, you know, win a couple, like lose 3, but then win 3, but then you get more progress because you just abuse the win streaks all day. So they're pretty low, so I should be able to get away with something here, but I don't really even care about that stupid cactus thing. Like, I would always do that in Hearthstone. Like, you get win streaks all the way up until like rank 5, basically, like the equivalent of rank 45 in this game would be. So you can be losing more games than you're winning, but still make progress because you're a win streak abuser. This would be okay. There's no need to really do that though. So you could get to 1 HP, or you could trigger the block meter, and it's that. So it's perfectly fine. We still have a good chance here. I'm having some pretty good games though, at least. Like, we're getting people pretty low. The plant gets -2, which could be a real shock to a system here. I don't really know what this is gonna do, but it'll kill that. It'll get buffed. It'll kill that. I could use my... Oh no, I guess I can't use that. Seems like a shame not to use this on a turn where you have so many options for it, but 6 Sun to try to save lethal here, which you can probably easily do. Oh shit. Okay, he's gonna try to stall it out a little bit, which is understandable. We're still in a very good spot. And -2. I guess the only thing that would make sense is this. That'll kill that. Oh, but it kind of fucked up what I was doing with this. Or in a way that obviously did an insane amount of damage. Like, that interaction is always good. You have a board full of nuts and then you trigger that. An AoE to hit that. The problem with this is it wouldn't be helping me do lethal even if I kill that, because there'll be another one there. Destroy gravestone. Okay, but they have nothing left, so they should be dead pretty much. Unless they have a heal left too. But yeah, that effect would still work in the same way, right? Because whenever it does damage, it doesn't have to attack to do damage, so that would be really farming a heal out. This has been a pretty encouraging session though, because like, you know, we've got a couple good wins in here. But you can just get on a good streak here. That's all I need. But I haven't had a streak like that in a while, like more than 2 or 3 in a row, because if I had, I would have obviously gotten to rank 36. I've literally been at rank 35 exact for like a week and a half or something, it feels like. Which seems unbelievable, because that shows you how far I'd gotten up to that point. I don't know why it had to be so exact here. You have a 2, 3, 4, pretty good curve there. This card is just god level value in a way that people don't even realize how good it is. That's good, because it'll kill it with the own effect of the bullseye. And so now, yeah, we're going to pick on all these Chinese mobile gamers who have no choice but to play this game, because every other game under the sun is banned in China. But you have one good thing that comes out of the communist China regime is that, oh, it creates a bigger player base for PvZ heroes. Clearly that makes up for everything else they're doing. Concentration camps, but people play PvZ heroes. That makes it all better. Because this game is so non-objectionable, because it has nothing in it that could be potentially banned. Right, it's just a kid-friendly clown fiesta, so it's all good. Okay, we'll go here. Can't be hurt this turn. Perfectly fine. Or I've made that joke too. Like, the greatest evil of China is not any of the atrocities it's committed. It's the fact that it's made mobile gaming so prevalent and so popular and bolstered it up, where, you know, you see all these mobile games in big franchises too, even like Diablo Immortal and this and that. And the reason why you get that is because, even though I'm not using his effect properly, because you get the simple fact of being able to have this demand in the market that sort of makes companies bastardize their IPs out for it. Like, because there's such a market, like, there's such a big market, and the reason why is because of public transport being such a big deal. So people are always playing games on their phone when they're sitting on a bus for 2 hours to go to work, because they live so far from the city, because the population is so high. Like, it's a very complicated reasoning, but, you know, ultimately blame China for why mobile games are so prevalent and taking over and whatever. You can do this. It seems like a pretty good spot that I'm in here. I don't really care too much about this guy, but he's going to do some crazy combo with that shit. I could maybe do this if I really feel like it, but I don't really give a shit. I've sort of fallen out of love with the amphibious whole mechanic, because you want to play on the board with a lot of these decks, so there's no point playing it there like that. Or that one card, oh, fuck me. That one card always fucks me over, the stupid one that summons like a whole bunch of those little buds. So now you have you have the ability to maybe try to do that if you can, or actually that was a weird play. I wasn't gonna kill that anyway, so let's 2 in Frenzy. I have to somehow just ignore what he's doing and go face, which is not really what this deck is meant to be about anyway, but I still won't die from this, but any amount of healing he does is gonna be too much. He is a measly rank 19, so I should easily be able to roll him over, but it's just not that simple. Yeah, this is the one. Thanks for mentioning it. Fucking, as soon as I mention it, Poppin' Poppies is absolutely a card that ruins me. Because I can't, even with a deck that's more mid-rangey like this, you're never going to have the ability to... You're never going to have the ability to... It'll be like, oh shit, that's pretty good, nice, right? Because that's not even a trick that you're using. Like, if you drag the game out too long, it's going to beat my aggro decks, obviously, but oh, wow. Wait, but that'll destroy his own thing, too. That's like one of those moments in the story, like, you know, oh, Lelouch released the thing from the Fuji mine volcano.